So there will be English slides and the keynote. I believe the keynote will have English translation, but I don't believe anything else will have. Um, I don't think anything else will at the event. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, I didn't notice. What a burger! I have seen. Yes, let me ask my friend if I'm allowed to share those shots. Let me ask. Oh no. I'm just asking real quick. He might have got this from Twitter already. So I don't know if I don't know if he sent. If you have a link, if there's a Twitter, if you have a link to a Twitter post, like a tweet, you know those things called tweets. They used to be called tweets. Yeah, if you have a link to one, I can bring that up. If it's public, I can. That might have been where. Excuse me, he got it from. I finally finished off my holiday chocolates that I got like the second to last week of November. And while you're linking that, give me one sec. I'm gonna do something with Cloud really quick. Sorry to like do a quick be right back, but I forgot to do something, and he's gonna mess with it the whole stream if I don't do this. So be right back. One second. Okay, sorry about that. Let me check this out. Oh yeah, I got some images. There we go. All right, let's check those out. Give me a sec. I'll get that going here. Uh, Here you go. Yeah, you got the Watcher. It's at FanFest right now. Uh, but yeah, look at that giant Watcher statue. I thought it was like AR. I asked my friend, like, wait, he showed me a different shot. I've seen two other shots, and I was like, is that AR, or did they really make a giant statue for that? Because that's insane. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. By the way, thank you. Thank you, Super Afro Boy, for the 50 months. Thank you, Zalgoose, for the 94 months. Thank you for those resubs. If you're sitting behind that thing, yeah, maybe they blocked off those seats, though. I don't know. But, oh, speaking of which, how I bring up that stuff, it's easier, like, obviously, I'm doing it full screen. I have to figure out some tricks. So, when you're watching the talk show today, in the bottom space where AJ Anuma's mugshot was, um, or headshot, I guess. I said mugshot. Wow. Headshot is what I meant. Sorry about that. I wanted to bring up the IGN article, but it needs to be legible, and resizing on the fly is not what I want to be doing. I want to be able to hotkey it basically. I don't want to be messing with my mouse and keyboard. I want everything to be on my stream deck so I can hit the buttons and do it, because it was really great because of like all I set up all the audio stuff. So Rec and I were able to talk, and you guys couldn't hear us at points. I'm like, oh, like before and after. I'm like usually we can do that when we stream in the studio, but in like other setups, it's not as easy. Especially when we're using Discord, it's not as easy to do that. Like we usually have to mute something. It's not really that hard to do, but we just never really set it up. So I was like, I want that. I want to be able to, like, while the music's playing, I want to be able to talk to my guest and run like, hey, we got about 10 more seconds before we're about to go like, be on camera. So, be prepared. So yeah, I was like working on making sure that worked smoothly, and getting that set up. But yes, that lower one, oh, they are. FanFest music. All right, so we are 30 minutes away from FanFest. If you didn't see, they literally just went live. We got it. They're playing some music right now. Pretty excited to learn the second job. It's a caster job. I'm personally hoping it's devout. I hope it's a nod to Final Fantasy 3 and Kryl. It's Kryl's outfit in the original Final Fantasy 3 sprite. Though Kryl is in Final Fantasy 5, Galoof's daughter or granddaughter. Sorry, and adopted granddaughter. Right? She's not biological. I actually forget that now. Anyway. Are you still workshopping? Swordfish, if you want to join us in the show discussion on the EZA Discord, I've been throwing out some stuff there. It's pretty challenging. And if you were listening to the podcast, talk show, I like the delineation there. I like the designation talk show. Podcast to me seems like something that it's a format, but also like it feels like it's more meant for VOD. It's meant to be consumed, like produced, whereas talk show is like live, and like it's produced, but it has like a different feel. Like it's not necessarily. I mean, we do, but the thing is, we do the podcast live now anyway. So I guess that kind of defeats the point. I don't know. Talk show existed before before podcast. Also, podcast. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I need to do my research and actually learn if there's a hard difference between the two terms or not. I don't even know. So whoopsie daisy on that. Now I forget what we were talking about. Like names. I talked about like what I went into like naming like Game Sleuth and how long of a process that was. I actually remember I threw it out in the thank you UV Cross Z for 31 months. The old game trailers game discussion show. Sorry, let me mute this. We don't need to hear this. Thanks for playing. I remember going back and forth with people. I remember Ryan Stevens wanted the floor is lava. Someone else wanted something, and like I was throwing out ideas, and like the thing was, it was something we were pretty passionate about. I don't remember if we were the only two involved, but it was something that Kyle and I really wanted to do. We wanted to have, or at least, it was Kyle, right? We wanted something that was like similar vibes as the One Up show because we like loved that thing. I think he was like very much interested in like the way it was shot live and like on camera, like the different settings. And anyway, maybe I'm misremembering stuff, but the one thing I do remember is I really wanted like that title, "Thanks for playing," because I was like, well, that's what you see at the end of a video game. They tell you "Thanks for playing," and originally I wanted the logo to be like the like alternating colors, like Nintendo. It was like also a Nintendo thing, but like it was universal. I was like, oh yeah, this is a good title. Ryan Stevens really wanted "The Floor is Lava," and I think he might have been a little bit bummed we ultimately didn't go. Like he was ready to go with it, and I was like, no, like I understand it's a clever name, but like I don't know, like it's not what's in. It's not. Have you seen Mythic Quest? Like I swear to God, that your character Poppy, like how like a lot about her is like this is, did someone go inside my head? I was like, on some like deep level, like I was like, Dad, I very much like the whole hands thing, like seeing it, I was like, oh God. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do that, but it felt good to finally see something I could associate with because I don't associate with a lot of things I see on like YouTube, Twitter. Like I really don't. Anyway, Lava Enthusiast were in shambles, and the story is going on way too long. And the point is, it's kind of hard to come up with a good title. You can throw out names, but like they like since I've done this a lot, I know, and it's like it sounds good, and it's like when you get to that part, and you can't go yes, 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 and you just like constantly like yes, 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 yes. If you're not at that point, that's not the name. It's not the name. It's not the name. I mean, if I was doing a Final Fantasy XIV only podcast, easily would have a bunch of names, but we're not doing that. Two things. One, obviously, it's not a Final Fantasy XIV only thing. Um, yeah, I'm sure someone like the lodestone is probably. I mean, I don't think you can use the lodestone anyway. It's like the name of the main website for Final Fantasy 14. It is called the lodestone. Don't think they would appreciate that very much. That you made a podcast called the lodestone. Yeah, I don't know about that. Too like this show. Like people are like this show is eventually just gonna become like Final Fantasy 14 like dominant. I'm like, no, it's not. It is a place for me to talk about it and things like this coming week's episode might very likely be 14 themed because we have FanFest. But I want it to be something I'm actually passionate and like a kind of a current or relevant topic, or it could be like a big evergreen topic that's just like people have been bringing up for whatever, excuse me, reason. And it's like I'd like to get into that discussion space. The lore stone. I'm not a like 14 lore person. We're just seeing a bunch of freaking ads right now, like or sponsors that are not me. So I'm just gonna go back to the game. We have enough time to get maybe one PvP match in while I'm waiting here. Maybe people might not queue. If it doesn't queue, like within doesn't pop within 2 minutes, I'm just gonna back out and we'll just keep talking. This actually might not even be the best idea. Might have to like just drop the match if like it's running too long. But yeah, I like that's the thing. Like I don't want people to think it's gonna become just Final Fantasy 14 uh prominent. Like that was yeah, it felt a little like I don't like sorry if it comes off this way, but to me, it like when I hear that, I take that as kind of like an insulting nature. Like it feels like like to me, I'm being honest. I gotta stop apologizing for shit. I do that way too much. It feels like people are shaming me, and I really don't like that. I generally don't get vocal about this. I feel like I do come off as a little bit more like thick-skinned, but I really get annoyed when the people that's like come to those conclusions. Like like you just talk to me, just like ask me or talk to me. Like you're just making assumptions based on. I was like, I just come on, like just talk to me and like I'll explain like what you know. But yeah, it always gets. I mean, it's unfortunate like byproduct of you don't know what I'm talking about right now. Oh, people think my new talk show is eventually it's gonna be like Final Fantasy 14 only. Yeah, sorry. I saw some comments about that. And I was like, "Come, no, it's not." It just feeds into the narrative that like all I do is play Final Fantasy 14. Which, if I could legally just let Square Enix turn over my records for how much I play, you'd see like no, not especially not in the like last like probably like calendar year. So I don't know. Some people seem to think that's like basically all of EZA's problem. Like every one of us, I think in EZA has our own assumptions about why that we have problems, and each one has a different perspective. I'm sure what Isla thinks, caused things, or maybe slightly different from me. But like, if we're being biased, I would be like, yeah, like I think people would blame the downfall as like, oh, like Final Fantasy 14 killed EZA because it made Damiani not like do the stuff he needed to do, and I'm like, what stuff was I supposed to do? Like like the stinger, the one that's like the most infuriating, stupid thing. I'll give you this. I'll give the trolls this. When people blame clips going away for Final Fantasy 14, like I feel like we're in part time, so I can say something a little salty, just a little salty to feed the trolls. I'll give you one little morsel. We had 8 other people working at Easy Allies. Why was I the only one who had to do clips every week? It was like, what? This is like a thing of everyone's shows. Like, could someone else cut it this week? It's like, does it have to be me? It's like every week. Like, I don't want to work on this forever. I'm kind of hesitant about jumping into this when we only have 24 minutes. And the way I'm talking, maybe I don't do this. I think maybe I don't do this. I want to be focused. That was a mistake. Hopefully I don't have. Do I have a penalty? Okay, good. No. All right. We won't. We'll just go hang somewhere nice. I am pissed though because I missed a whole day for Island Sanctuary. This is why I don't play enough. I've literally been trying for how long? 6 months. I have been trying, but like I just don't play and forget to play this dumb achievement. Where is it? This one. When did they add this achievement? I literally every week I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like this week. I'm like, this week I'm actually doing this. I'm gonna like remind myself. Last night I was busy playing a game for Easy Allies for coverage, possibly a review. And I literally forgot, even though I told myself not to, I forgot to fill out to check this coming day's cycle, and it's a rest day, and I fucked myself. So yes, I continuously for like months now have not gotten that, even though I'm like, this will be the week, this will be the week. Nope, just don't do it. Yeah, I'm a casual. I have become a casual at this game. But let's talk about FanFest, the keynote, the final keynote. This is gonna be a big one because it probably will get a release month, probably. Maybe the actual release date. My money is on June. I think Rebirth is February. I think June is this. And that would mean like in between that would be the 16 DLC. So yeah. Yeah. Sound good? Someone actually casually asked Naoki Yoshida, Yoshi P, is October considered summer? And Yoshi P had to say, even I don't consider October summer. There are people who just believe it's coming at like the latest possible date. They just for some reason think it's always going to be like the worst case scenario. Um yeah. I mean, July is totally possible. I mean, I think by their definition, it's June, July, or August. September, early September is technically summer, but I feel like that is definitely pushing it. I'd be a little bummed out if that was the case. Uh, oh, we got some stage stuff. Let's bring up this. I'm actually gonna back out of 14 now. Now that we got some stuff going here. Oh, well, now they cut away from it right as I go to this. Oh, that's okay. We can leave this up. That's fine. We don't have to be in the game anymore. I can unplug my controller. Uh, yeah, I know there's like a lot of speculation. Will we hear more about the limited the limited job, the limited role job, the new one, the one that probably made me the most angry. Usually disappointed, I guess is the way to put it. Not angry, just disappointed. There's always someone who has. Everyone has some kind of disappointment in announcements to some extent. I feel like, or at some point they'll be disappointed in some kind of announcement. And there's so many things they're talking about when it comes to the expansion for Final Fantasy XIV with Dawntrail, and obviously something in there is not gonna like. There's gonna be, not everything's in there is for everybody. And for me, it was that limited role job because I just am over and done with Blue Mage. Have been for a long time, and thought like, man, that was a interesting experiment. But it's not only is it time to like move on from it. I was almost, in my opinion, I was like, you should find a way to keep it as is, but also rework a version of it and just make a version of it a permanent job that can play with other people. I still think that's going to happen at some point, but the fact they're making another one of these limited role jobs, I'm like, oh no, like really? I mean, maybe they do something drastically different with the concept and execution, but it can't just be a repeat of like the format of Blue Mage, or I'm just gonna be hard out. I'm gonna be pretty hard out after like trying it for like a day. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, interesting. I'm moving on. Just because yeah, I didn't find it other other than the challenges, like the even those wore off the circus. What were they called? I can't remember names anymore. Whatever. The Blue Mage challenges that each new update you'd have to go do them. That's how you got your weapon. You had to like beat the final boss once to get your first new weapon, and then doing special conditions for the hidden achievement, you got the other weapon. Um, Carnival, Mass Carnival. Thank you. Holy crap! See, this is, I don't play enough 14 anymore. I don't have enough time. Thanks CDJ Gamer for the resub. Um, limited PvP job. Oh, if they did a limited wait, how would a limited PvP job, like a job that was only in PvP? I wouldn't be against that. I know people be angry about that, but I might not be against that. I actually don't want any more PvE jobs. I'm like done. Like I don't need more PvE jobs. It's like they're already like there's enough to me. I don't need any more. I'm fine. I don't even know how to play most of them. Like I think around Stormblood, my percentage of jobs I could play in PvE started to plummet. Shadowbringers, it like definitely went down, and in this like by the second raid tier of this expansion, I only know how to play White Mage and Scholar. I do not know how to play. I don't know how to play like Summoner. Maybe if you give me like 20, 30 minutes with Summoner, I'll remember how to play it. But that's it, and that's one of like Summoner's one of the easiest jobs. Uh, I just I just don't have like an incentive to play as the other jobs outside of a lot of content. Like so much of the content is approachable from a solo perspective for anyone. Maybe if I got heavier into like deep dungeon, that would encourage me to maybe play a few different jobs. But I guess what I'm trying to say is with the PvP system, PvP feels very in depth. I mean, it used to be more complex and in depth, but even at its current level, where it's been like the most limited it's ever been, most restrictive, it still feels the way that your character plays feels more satisfying and engaging than any PvE job, in my opinion, that I've ever tried. And it's like it might just be the dynamic nature of a PvP match where you're not always dealing with the same dance of mechanics and scripted events. So it's like maybe we do need more content that's not scripted, and maybe PvE jobs would feel better to play again. But I guess like also like a lot like outside of like raids, a lot of PvE content is just like z to me. I'm hoping for large scale content. I think we need more community content. Even if it's not going to be like fun to play a job, I do like playing with other people in chaotic settings. Um, and when you're thrown in with a lot of people. So here's the thing: more people you're with, the less personal responsibility you have, and so it lowers that barrier, that comfort zone, so that you can jump in. When you're jumping into an 8-person content or even 4-person dungeon, it can. Since a lot of people, I think it can be intimidating to have to jump in with strangers, and then also like Party Finder. Uh, that's not for everybody, and but people also don't just want to go solo. Like they don't want to like just work with the trust or, have to try everything solo and wait. They need to have more content that makes people feel comfortable playing together. And right now, the best pieces of content they have for that are the alliance raids. It used to be Bozia and Eureka, but let's back up on that for a second because not everything about those were great, but conceptually that was the right direction. And the last one is PvP. PvP, large scale PvP is like the other thing. If you've been wondering and like curious, that's where you should go. I swear, like just embrace the chaos. You will have a lot of fun. It's just something that people I think get too worked up about winning and losing, and the concept of I died, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna like be killed by someone. And is that bad? It's like everyone loses, like dies in PvP. It's fine. It's natural. Like you got to get over that hurdle. What is the name of the venue for this fan fest? It is the Tokyo Dome. Yes. They made a big deal when they announced this. They absolutely made a big deal when they announced this. They were like, this is a big booking. And I think they really wanted to do something huge for this after last time around they had to do an all digital event for the world. Yeah, this is insane. Having like the stands for people, like the high risers, like the upper decks and the lower deck and upper deck. FanFest and NAEU only had this, the ground level. So this is pretty insane. This is massive. This is really big. Huh? There's no echo. So is this like an announcer or is this like a commentator? Oh, you can't hear it. Sorry. Here you go.
こうしてリンクパール通信で参加させてもらう予定よ。本当だったら会場に行きたかったのだけれど、トラル大陸への出発に備えて特訓中なの。
But there's like no reverb, there's no room noise. So is it just a clean feed?
きっとすぐにわかるわ。さあ、ファンフェスの開演まであと少し。このお祭りを 目いっぱい楽しみましょうね。
Like I think that was for us. The little bits I was able to make out, I think that was for viewers, not people in the audience. Because this is also being broadcast on what, Nico Nico and another platform maybe. It was for the stream. Okay. There was okay. There was something they said that I was like, that would be weird to say to the audience, but oh, sorry, I missed some stuff. Rainy Chulis, you just discovered Bozia. See, Bozia and Eureka are evergreen content. Large scale content like that, I think, will have people doing it till the end of time, because while it does require a large group of people, it isn't meant to be queued into randomly. It is meant to be preformed and like, I mean, you could do the stuff randomly, but when you get to the good stuff, like BA, any of the dungeon runs, it's meant to be preformed. And people like doing that. They have a lot of fun doing that, and there'll always be people organizing and doing that, because because of everything's structured now, you only need to like one group on NA. You can be on whatever NA data center, but you just find out where they're hosting and doing it, and you transfer over there temporarily, and start, like, you world visit and data center visit, and you just do the thing, and then you go back. But yeah, the people in Discord says Japanese VA for Kryl. Oh, that's sick. But yeah, I really hope the big communal content. Also, like this, the lifestyle thing is also the content. The new what's this expansion's version of Island Sanctuary style content is going to be more communal, and that was the one secret sauce thing everyone's called it out that was missing from Island Sanctuary. Why it fell off, I think, pretty hard for a lot of people. While friends could come visit you, it was like, that's not what we really want. We wanted to like join it, like queue into something on an island, and worked like it needed it to be like, you know what I'm gonna say, the firmament. We needed like a Island Sanctuary per world, and you all work towards it as like a community to build it up and enjoy it. I understand why they went the direction they did. It was something to kind of ease the pain and suffering of those who couldn't get player housing. While it wasn't fully player housing, it was starting to provide some of those amenities. Like, it started supporting like outdoor decorations and furnishings towards the end. That looked like a FC logo, not like Free Company, like football club for a second. Also looked like Valkyria Chronicles for some reason. I have Valkyria on the mind. Just finished a replay of that. Yeah, let's hope this is Kryl's big day. I want that job reveal with her as the job. Hoping it's some Final Fantasy III representation there. Job representation, the Devout. That is my guess. I have to guess it's one of the more obscure jobs. I know everyone was going with Realm's job. They want Realm from Final Fantasy VI, that to Pictomancer. As I just replayed Final Fantasy VI, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that job now. That's Realm. Oh yeah, I remember this. That's cool, but that might be the limited role job. I could see Pictomancer being the limited role job, and Devout being the actual new caster job. Obviously, it can be a completely brand new job that has never been named before, like we had with Viper. Although there was allusions to it in Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, Devout is like the advanced version of White Mage. Like, because there's like Sage, Magus, there's Devout, Magus, Sage. Sage is like the advanced version of Summoner, right? Devout, White Mage, and Magus is the advanced version of Black Mage in 3, I believe. There's also Viking, dude. Imagine if the next expansion, next of Melee is Viking. Now we're really gonna get Hubert to play. Dude, the job is called Viking, dude. It's a far north, like, I mean, we had Ishgard, but like, it's a Viking themed expansion. Let's go. Although I'm kind of out on Vikings and Norse mythology right now. Like, we could like enough. We've done enough in the last like 2 or 3 years. We should pick something else. Yeah, there's nothing I have accepted. It's okay. He doesn't like. I'm just being joking when I want him to play. Dude, I'd love to like play with him, but like it's like to each their own. Like there's stuff he's asked me to play, and I just haven't played it, and probably won't play. So it's fine. I think Yoshi P is going to finally respond to all the people asking for Blitzball. He said not stop asking for it. Yoshi P basically said, please stop asking me about Blitzball. He said no. He said no. And it was like the hardest no. He's like, usually I'll give you some hope. Yoshi P literally was like, I'll give you some hope by saying, maybe. Like, he'll give you that answer, like, we'll consider it, which means probably not. With Blitzball, he outright said no. He laughed and goes, no. It was Bugs Bunny style, too. He exaggerated the no. He really wanted you to know no. Yeah. Thank you for the compliments on the show. The still nameless show. They're trying to work on getting that name. So we can get that name, so I can get a logo, so I can get a new background, and add it to podcast services, since I'd like to actually have a name before I add it to all the podcast services. Set roster of rotating guests. No. Next episode will very likely, unless something big happens this week, or unless this is really boring somehow, will probably be about something related to Fan Fest. Might not, I don't just want to cover all Fan Fest. There's going to be something in here probably that's like a big thing enough to talk about, or a few things in here that are big enough to talk about. And I'd like to bring on a guest from the 14 community to join me on this coming Saturday. So it'll be me and another guest, and we'll be talking about it. We'll have to see what it is and like which of those members of the community might be a best fit, depending on what specific topic in 14 is about. There is another job getting announced today. Or do you mean in addition, like a third job? No chance of a third job. We have the 2 jobs. Viper's announced, new caster today. Limited role job was announced last at EU Fan Fest. We don't know what it is. Oh, dude, 5 minutes. I didn't realize. I'm so glad I didn't queue for. Wait, that's. Yo, rewind mechanic? We're getting some rewind mechanic here. That looks like Final Fantasy XIII. I'm getting a little like upset about this graphic. I know Alexander and DSR come to mind, but for some reason Final Fantasy XIII comes to mind for me. Maybe, but another part of this show is to give me an avenue to talk about what I want to talk about, but also to talk with guests who normally like we have the Easy Allies podcast. That is where I get to talk with the other allies weekly about the current topics. This is more fulfilling. Like, a lot of people want guests. I like talking with a bunch of different people. That's kind of like just me. I like engaging with lots of different people. I mean, I just am drawn to that. I feel enriched by that. So I do want to keep having a bunch of different people on the show and keep that going. Obviously, if it's a struggle on a certain week, also, I haven't even said if this is technically weekly. This might not be weekly. This might have to be every other week, or I will announce at the beginning of a week if it's happening and try and keep it weekly. But there's some limitations. It pretty much needs to be on the weekend because a lot of the guests I'm going to have, they're not necessarily, their primary job is not in the game industry, and they don't have or content creation isn't like their full-time job. So they're kind of like us now, and they don't have the luxury of in the afternoon on Monday through Friday being able to be on this. They have other work they need to work on. So weekend where we have some free time and they're gracious enough to join up and lend me some of their time is probably where I'll have to remain. Saturdays and Sundays, I would say, is probably when it needs to happen. Otherwise, it'd have to be in the evening. And I know a lot of you don't like the evening. So I'm trying to avoid evening and keep it earlier in the day so that we could have the wide on a weekend, so we can have the widest audience possible. Thank you, Asian Chunky, for that 83-month resub. We are moments away, 3 minutes away from Keynote here. They're probably going to start with the final version of the trailer. How's the music right now? I usually keep it about 50% on here. And I'm looking at the levels. It does look a little low in OBS, but this is just some like soft town music right now. This is not like the trailer blasting yet. It's pretty low. How is that? Did that get any better? I cranked this one up to 100%, but I can keep raising it in OBS if you'd like. I don't want to raise in OBS yet because this is where the music for YouTube is set to, and once it kicks into real levels, it starts peaking. So I'm kind of scared. Like, this is much louder now. Well, it was. Now it's starting to get quiet. And this is a soft song. This is the Shadowbringer zone. Was it Amarang? When I first heard this song, I was like, yo, what is this? And then the vocals kick in. I was like, whoo. Man, the Shadowbringer theme zones were so good. Probably the best expansion theme zones music. Like just like soft, like kind of like smooth. I want to call it smooth trance. Is that a genre? Smooth trance? Because that's what it feels like. This is the vibes I get from this. I mean, let's not forget the Ratika Greatwood. All right, how's this? How's this audio? Up, down, like lower, higher? Because this is loud. Because it's hitting like the 20 decibel. It's between the 25-20, which is like kind of like the sweet spot. I'm ready to like lower it if it gets too loud. I have it right here. I will cut down if it's too loud. Just type loud if it's too loud once it kicks in. Release date! No. All right, let's see this trailer, baby. Full trailer, go. Oh, they added this beat now to the music. Heck yeah. Like, the bass.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
I like how it's in English.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Oh yeah. They went bass heavy. Ooh, that guitar. Yeah, the guitar's not as overpowering anymore. This sounds really good.
Come now. There's no cause for panic.
That looks like Lost Planet.
This one might make for a worthy opponent.
Sick. Open up. Have we heard her character make sounds before like that? I mean grunts, but is like the closest to a word, I feel like. Oh man, that is sick. Little Spanish guitar hint there. Wow, this music just took a turn. Is it Torn from the Heavens mix?
Might you have a moment to speak further?
With lyrics? Oh wow, that vocals. Alright. Where's the new thing? Ooh, yeah, this music. All right, new stuff. Here we go. Oh, not yet. Gotta see the big fat taco. What the? Is it? It is Kryl. Is it the? Wait, it's Pictomancer though. They're drawing. It's Pictomancer. It is Pictomancer. Okay. I mean, it might be called something else, but it's Pictomancer. That's sick. Wait. Oh. The man. It's Crystal Mommy music. Ooh. That's gonna be a mount.
There. Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
You and your adventures. I trust you have not forgotten the true purpose of our voyage.
Ooh. Ooh, there it is. There's your fan service. There's your female Hrothgar. They know their audience. They know it well. Date? Date? Okay, still summer. All right. At least it's still summer. Ooh, that's loud. All right, Yoshi P, are you gonna be dressed as Pictomancer? Wow me. Embrace it. Wait, that's just a baseball jersey. They were selling Final Fantasy baseball jerseys for this fan fest. This is the keynote. That's not Yoshi P, by the way. That's what you said? Is that what you said? Because do you know who that is? That's not Yoshi P. Because it is Yoshi P. Are you crazy? That is Yoshi P. Who do you think comes out at the beginning? Who did you think that was? That is who said that? Who said that's not Yoshi P? You have to turn in your 14 card right now. Where are you? You're lucky it's scrolled too far up, but I can't. I'm too lazy to Scroll up.
タイムの数がすごくてちょっと動揺
I'm giving you some side eye right there.
ありがとうございます。
I'm giving you some side eye.
Hi guys,
That's not Yoshi
Thank
P.
you for coming today. My name is Naoki Yoshida, producer and
What was that name?
Final Fantasy
What?
XIV.
What?
さあ、
Oh my
新
gosh.
生14 10周年グローバルファンフェスツアーの鳥となる日本のファンフェスティバルいよいよ開幕です。ただですね、新年1月1日、
Good
能登半
point.
島の方で非常に
Tokyo
大きな
Dome is
地震が
a
あって
baseball stadium.
被災された
That's why they're doing the
皆様に
baseball theme.
心より
Hey, I'm for it.
お見舞い申し上げます。
This is sick.
非常に困難な状況から、1年ね幕開けとなった日本なんですが、僕ら
There is a, if you want to go to the Final Fantasy XIV subreddit Discord, they are doing live translations if you would like to follow along. In fact, I am going to bring it up right now. I forgot to bring it up.
しっかり作られて維持されていくことが我々の一番やらなければいけない仕事かなと思っておりますので、全力でそれを取り組んでいこうと思います。
Oh, do they still do live translation or no?
X でもちょっと拝
Oh,
見した
there
ん
it
です
is.
けど、やっぱりいらっしゃれないこの会場に来る予定だったのがいらっしゃれなかった光の選手の方のコメントも拝見しました。ただそこに書かれてたのはせっかくの機会なので自分が行けなかった分まで、
Oh, that one
皆
opened
さん
in
に楽しんでほしいというふうにコメントを拝見しましたので、この会場に、いらっしゃる皆さん、そして配信ご覧の皆さん、僕らも含めてですが、とにかく楽しく目いっぱいやって、皆さんに力を届けられればなと思ってますので、どうぞ楽しんでいきましょう。さあ、じゃあちょっとコメントを。
Ooh.
コメントもですね、今日ちゃんと返しをもらっているので、こちらにニコニコ動画がございます。ありがとうございます。楽しむのが仕事だって。いえ、吉田
Yeah, I thought, was there an official English stream for this? I thought the keynote was going to be translated into
はい、こ
English.
ちらは、YouTube と、Twitch です。
He's checking what
ヘ
the
アスタイルってそれか。
Nico Nico, Twitch, what the chat saying about the trailer.
よろしくお願いします。
Want to add this real
ファ
quick
イナルファンタジ
for
ー14新生10周年ということもありますし、世界中の光の戦士の皆さんのおかげ、それに支えられてですね、まさかのこの東京ドームでの、開催となりました。そのお礼の意味も込めてですね、すいません、
There
世
it
界
is.
中の、光の戦士の皆さん、基調講演、7.0 の情報を楽しみにしていると思いますので、ここだけはすいません、英語同時通訳、通訳対応でやらせていただければと思います。全世界で盛り上がっていきたいと思いますので、日本のプレイヤーの皆さんもご理解いただけると大変助かります。さあ、というわけで基調講演の通訳パートナーはリード英語翻訳者のケイトさんです。さあ、ケイトさん入ってきてください。
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
どうぞよろしくお願いします。
There we go. It's okay. Here we go.
Hello to everyone on stream. I am Kate, the lead English
Kate!
translator, and I am once again here to tell you what Yoshi P says.
Yeah.
英語お上手。
I am very good at English. Thank you. ありがとうございます。
ロンドンのファンフェスの時にはケイトさんね、ちょっと
Bacon cheese.
作業がね、忙しくて
Yes, a lot of people are asking for female Hrothgars.
7.0 の翻訳作業順調ですか？
順調です。
お、即答で順調。
I was unable to attend the London Fan Fest because I was very busy working on 7.0, so Koji thankfully took over. But it is going well, our development progress, and I am making sure to fuel my motivation with a lot of tacos. So, tacos を食べることでモチベーションをバフしながら頑張ってます。
そんなにタコスね上がるんだね。
まあそうで、まあグラハティア見ればタコス食べたくなりますよ。
あ、なるほど。
If you see Graha, you want to eat the tacos. It's not weird. It's not weird.
さてさて改めまして、ファンフェスティバル in 東京ドーム夢のようなファンフェスワクワクをお届けする
Thanks, Linky, for explaining
そのワク
the
ワクは僕の基調講演からスタートします。
significance of
その内容は
Hrothgar
も
and
ちろん
Vieira
こ
stuff.
ちらになります。
So once again, welcome to FanFest in Tokyo. This is a dreamlike FanFest being held in Tokyo Dome.
I
wanna
wish
kick
I
it
could
off
have
with
gone.
my keynote, the subject of which is, of course,
各種パッケージ黄金のレガシーの最新情報をお届けしてまいります。
Correct,
the
Screaming
newest
Argonaut.
information on our expansion Dawntrail.
そして気になる発売日なんですが、きっと3つ目の
I wish they could just
発売
take the
日が
direct
出るんだろうなと
audio
思って
feed from the mics
いる
for the
と思うんで
stream.
すが、すいません、計画上の日程はもちろん決まってはいるんですが、現状ギリギリまでちょっとすいません、スケジュールの最終調整確認をしております。
So given that this is the third FanFest, you're probably expecting us to announce the release date of Dawntrail.
Oh.
Unfortunately, though, we do have an internal date that we are targeting. We are adjusting the schedule, making sure it's fine-tuned as much as it possibly can be before announcing, so
Okay.
we will not be sharing that today.
なんで慎重かというとですね、皆さんよく
I think because of what happened with Endwalker. Because of what happened with Endwalker.
私ゲーム業界人として人生初めての延期を、させていただくということをしてしまいましたので、ちょっと今回はまあたとえ数週間だろうが、そういった
They had to
ことはない
delay
よう
it at the
に
last
ギリギリまで
minute for
しっかり
2 weeks,
して挑戦
and
するために
you would have thought
少
like
しお時間いただければと
it
思い
was the
ます。
worst thing in the world.
If you're wondering why, well, it's because, as you know, for Endwalker, for the very first time
See?
in my career, we had to delay the release. We
People
don't want that to
treated it
happen
like
again, even if it's
Cyberpunk
just a few
CD Projekt
weeks.
led
So we are taking
wow,
great care to
red
make sure
levels
that
of
our
like
schedule is on
launch
track before
failure.
announcing, but we will get you that
Like they were
info as
that
soon as we can.
outraged over it, and it's like,
もう
come
コメントですね
on.
10月か
I understand being
夏じゃ
disappointed,
ないよ
but
なっていうコメン
the
トが溢れ
outrage
てるんです
was
けど、
insanely
大丈夫で
overblown.
す。夏って言ったら夏です。
People are saying, you mean October then? It's not going to be summer, it's going to be October.
Okay, the
No,
October
it
is
will
a
be
meme
summer.
about summer. Like Japan thinks it's October.
16だってサマーって言って6月に出てるんですよ。
Oh,
We said in 16 we were going to release it in summer, and it came out in June.
スクエニ時間じゃなく、14時間の夏でちゃんと出すようにします。
We will not be releasing on Square Enix time. We will be releasing on 14 time, which means properly in summer.
oh,
はい
really?
できるだけですね、早く
That's a jab?
お出しできるように、頑張りますので
That's a jab?
ちょっと別の次の機会で、させていただければと思います。すいません。よろしくお願いします。
Also, keep in mind the PC version of 16 is coming out this year. They probably have to give enough space for that too. And I think the PC version is coming out this like fall and like October, November.
もちろん皆さんが一番気になっているのは
Of course, let's talk about the content of Dawntrail.
All right,
and the
let's
thing you're most
see that
looking
pic.
forward to.
So, do we think real quick, Pictomancer or something else called something else?
追加ですよね。
A new job.
さあ気づきました？どんな
Hurry up,
でした
say it now or hold
Did
your
you
peace.
figure out what job it is?
リルムって言われた。ジョブ名じゃない。
That's not even a job name.
さあ僕があれこれ説明する前にですね、動画で一番最初その動きをご覧いただこうと思います。
But before you hear from me, let's see it on video.
それではどうぞ。
That's Realm's outfit. Okay. Wait, I thought this was gonna play Soul Eater music for a second. Splatoon? Oh, this is gonna be the best BM PvP job. Oh, wait, can I turn... I better be able to turn those off in party. That looks so cool, though. Moogle! Dude, this battle music is sick. Okay, that looks sick. It is
ありがとうご
Pictomancer.
ざいます
Thank you.
That's pretty cool.
黄金のレガシー新ジョブ第2弾はピクトマンサー筆を武器とする遠隔魔法 DPS となっています
The second job of Dawntrail will be ranged magical DPS wielding a brush, the Pictomancer.
さあ皆さん予想の
What's its
方
job
は
icon?
当たっていたでしょうか
Did you guess correctly?
No, I guessed devout.
ラスベガスのねファンフェスでちょっとね謎の僕 T シャツ着てましたが
Yeah, at Las Vegas Fan Fest, I wore a very mysterious T-shirt.
The
まあうまい
Ninja
こと
Turtles
なんか
painters.
二つの
Okay, okay.
のヒントっぽくなったのかな
You big brain people, you got it.
I feel like it was a good hint for both jobs.
The big brains got
ピク
it.
トマンサーはですね FF6 に唯一登場したジョブになり
Really,
ます
doggo? That's sick
Pictomancer
that
was
this job
the
is the
only
one that's
job
going to
to
convince you
debut
to
in
try it
Final
out.
Fantasy VI.
ファイナルファンタジー6では筆を使い敵の
Just replayed it 2 weeks ago.
描いたその敵の技を使うという
What a
ジョブでした
perfect timing.
In FF6, Pictomancer used their brush to draw their enemies and therefore use their techniques.
And then you can change it to control as well.
書くという部分を発展させピクトマンサーがさまざまなモンスターだけじゃなくて絵を描いてそれを魔法として
That was the gag. No one wanted Realm to draw you. Like, she would threaten, I'm going to draw you. And you're like, no, 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 no,
非
no.
常にユニークなジョブになってます
FF14's Pictomancer has a bit broader of painting skill. They can paint not only monsters, but landscapes and other things, not just the enemies that they are currently facing. And they also have a very unique appearance.
暁のメンバーであるクルルが今回ピクトマンサーにジョブチェンジすることになりました
And the Scion Kryl has become Pictomancer.
Yeah.
ね、クルルずっとちょっと戦えなくてねお留守番が続いていたんできっと頑張ってくれたんだと思います
Because Kryl could never fight before, right? She was always sort of stuck watching things at home. I think she probably tried really hard to take on this new role.
吉田はピクトマンサ
Which
ー
means
のコスプレをしないのかっていうふうに
Tataru is going to have a job at some point.
来ております
Like,
が
like who, what jobs toss Gil?
50歳のおじさんが
Tataru is going to have a job at some
厳
point
しいものがあると
for her.
I'm seeing people saying, why isn't Yoshi P cosplaying the Pictomancer? But honestly, I think it would be a little bit difficult for me as a 50-year-old man to portray the image of this job.
Aww.
一部からっていうのをちょっとやめてもらっていいですか
People are like shocked.
スタッフ真に受けるんでというわけで今回はですね僕の代わりにですね素敵なモデルさんに、新ジョブ衣装を着ていただいてます
But in my place, we do have a wonderful model who will be showing off this job gear.
Oh?
登場いただきましょうどうぞ
Let's call her out.
Do they have a, is it a cosplayer or just some random? Wait. Oh, I thought it. I actually. Wait.
いやさすがでしょ
Wow, impressive.
う可愛いの声ありがとうござい
For
ま
a
す
second, I
ど
thought.
うですかって見てくださいよ無理でしょ
See,
I
this
no.
wouldn't be
I
difficult
thought
for
it was
me.
gonna be someone else. I thought it was gonna be yeah.
コメントを会場
Shankly, you're more in the direction I was thinking.
みたいなのやめてもらっていいですか
Yes.
Everyone keeps saying, no, it'd be fine, it'll look great, please stop.
こちら新ジョブピクトマンサーのジョブ専用装備をまといイメージキャラクターとして登場していただきました
So our model here is wearing the job outfit for Pictomancer.
着心地はいかがですか
How does it feel?
良い
Good.
なんか俺の
Do I want one of those
言い
jerseys?
たかったけど確かにすごい
I don't know if like where I'd
Gear
wear
was also of
those.
high quality, but man, this is impressive.
ではピクトマンサーのね、紹介が
Like,
終わるので
if I was
ちょっ
still-
と
so if I was
ステージに
still-
いただきましょう
In LA and going into the studio, I'd want one of those so I could wear those at group stream.
ではピクトマンサーの特徴を見ていこうと思います。
But I don't know where I'd wear it
let's look at
about
the
just in
detail
like
of this
casual
job.
daily life here
ま
in
ず
Dallas.
ロールに関しては先ほどお伝えした通り遠隔魔法 DPS で装備枠はキャスター枠になってます。
So this will be ranged magical DPS using the gear of casting.
そして筆という専用の武器を使います。
And they have a special weapon that is their brush.
コメント配信そろそろそのコスプレした吉田の腹が見たかったとかそういうのはいいんで集中して聞いてもらっていいですか。
I see you all on the stream saying you wanted to see my midriff. Please stop and pay attention.
こちら対応クラスはございません。最初からジョブの状態で戦えます。
So there is
The
no
Yoshi P
requisite
thirst
class
is
for this
real.
job. You can just start from the job itself.
そしてスタートの初期レベルは80からとなっております。
Starting level will be 80.
ジョブクエストの開始位置は
Oh, Gridania. Okay.
And the job quest
Hey,
will
the
be
most scenic of the
beginning in
three
Gridania.
starting
魔
areas.
法のレガシースタートの際には条件を満たしていればすぐにでも
Beautiful,
使用可能となっています。
Scenic.
So long as
Lush
you've
forest.
completed the requirements, you will be able to pick up this job right as soon as you get into Dawntrail.
そうなんかグリダニアでジョブクエスト開始するの久しぶりなんですよね。
It's been a long time since we had a job quest start in Gridania.
はい、結
Nice.
構特徴的
I
な
didn't know that
ジョブクエスト
actually.
になっておりますので
Yeah, it does feel like they're all in
ジョブクエスト
Limsa
自体
or
ご視聴ください
in Olda
The job
lately.
quests themselves are also very unique, so I hope you'll look forward to that.
では続いてバトルのイメージに行きましょ
Now let's talk about what they're like in combat.
う。まず先ほどお伝えした通り筆に魔力を込めて描いたイメージそれを力にして戦うのが
So 2-minute rotation.
As we mentioned,
Oh,
the
Gunbreaker did
Pictomancer
start there.
concentrates
Because you go to
input in
East
their
Shroud
brush,
after. Yeah,
to
that was the
release
last
their
one.
power by
Huh.
drawing pictures.
絵画魔法というジャンルの魔法を使います。
It is the magic of an artist.
I was thinking of Dark Knight, which is Ishgard. I got confused.
さらにですね、ファイナルファンタジー16のピクトマンサーはね、相手のモンスター自体の絵を描くっていうジョブだったんですが、
The
Wait, is that gonna be
Pictomancer in 6 was
Shooting Star,
drawing
Twin
just their
Star?
enemies.
ファイナルファンタジー14では相対する敵に関わりなく、さまざまな生物や武器、さらには風景を描いて
Comet, it'll be
効果を
Comet.
発揮させます。
But regardless of what enemy they're facing, FF14's Pictomancer
Oh, there'll be an
can
Alan
draw,
Wake crossover now for
creatures,
sure.
weapons, and even landscapes.
結構あれですね、VFX
It's all right, Two Inverse. Yeah, you got Viper. I think this is perfect. You get one. I think these are two opposite ends of the spectrum. So they're casting a pretty good net here, a wide net for appeal with these two jobs.
We have quite a few original visual effects for Pictomancer to really make it look like they are drawing.
Oh, do you think maybe some of the drawings you can like do like eggy glamours? You'll have like drawing glamours.
もちろんそれを補う名称魔法とか、アビリティも存在しています。
Of course, in order to create a work of art, it's going to take some time. But to go along with that, you will also have.
Do you think they'll have to balance paint? Like, you know, Black Mage has to juggle Astral Umbral, Red Mage has to juggle the White Dark,
Pictomancer does not
Summoner
simply
juggles the
attack, they also
eggies. Do you
have
think they'll have to
magic that can
juggle
buff
like
their
the
party.
paint?
サポートジョブと
Like you get low on a
いうわけでは
paint, you have to
ない
switch
の
to a
で
different
まあ
like
そういったところ
color
結構気にされる方い
or
ると思うんです
blend
が
mixing colors or something. Oh man.
黒魔導士のような攻撃特化ではないということだけお伝えしておきます。
Like it's
We wouldn't say it's a full support job if that's what you're thinking, but it is not quite so attack focused as something like Black Mage.
ちなみに普段
okay. This is I like
魔法
this.
DPS キャスタ
I
ー
like
やってるよっていう
this.
方どれぐらいいますか？
Who's playing range magic?
Will it have
DPS right now?
res though? Is the big question. Can it res or
Quite a
not?
few.
ピクトマンサーはちなみに
I think that's the number one question on a lot of people's minds. Can it raise?
Pictomancers cannot res you.
さあではちょっと頭の中
Welcome to the
イメージ
Black
でき
Mage
た
Club. You're not
と思い
prog
ます
friendly.
先ほどの動画もう一度ご覧いただければと思います。
So I think you have a good idea now.
You can't
in your
draw
mind
them
of what
coming back to
Pictomancer might be
life?
like. So with that, let's take another look at the video.
どうぞ。
The wink. Oh my god. Was that be their limit break, maybe? They haven't shown their limit breaks yet, have they? That idle victory pose or whatever it's gonna be is sick.
はい、ありがとうございます。新ジョブピクトマンサーいかがだったでしょうか。
Thank you. How was it?
配信の先にいる光の選手の方からですね、質問が届いておりました。絵が下手な僕でもピクトマンサーになれますかって。
So we have a question from the chat asking, okay, even if I am just terrible at art, can I be Pictomancer?
絵が死ぬほど下手な吉田にも使えているので大丈夫だと思います。
I am so bad at art that it is like just so dreadful, and I'm fine, so you'll be fine.
美術1ですって言ってる方いらっしゃいますけど大丈夫です大丈夫です。
It does not require artistic skill.
はい、ではピクトマンサーありがとうございました。
Thank you to our Pictomancer.
Very good outfit.
さあここでちょっとピクトマンサーに関してですね、ドイツ語のプレイヤーの皆さんに一つお知らせがございます。
Now we do have one announcement about Pictomancer for our players playing in German.
これまでファイナルファンタジー6のオリジナル、それからピクセルリマスター、ドイツ語版では
German watchers help with this.
表記してました。今パワーポイントに映ってます。
So in FF6, both the original and remaster, Pictomancer had previously been translated as duplicant.
デュプリカント、まあ多分これ造語だと思うんですけど、
Does this have any issues or does it cause any like confusion?
Yes, duplicate has a bit of a special meaning in MMOs, you know, dupes of items.
Wait. What? That's why? Really?
But at the time, because the job was in fact duplicating your enemies, that's why they translated it with a name that means duplication.
Any German players, would you associate that with being a like deviant job? I mean, something that has Picto and it does sound like it's more appropriate. I love how they're explaining this though. There's a localization thing and they're explaining why. It's pretty cool.
However, because 14's Pictomancer is focused around creating original works of art, not just duplicating, we thought there would be quite a gap between the name if we use the legacy translation. So therefore, for all of the FFs, we will now be using this new name, Pictomancer.
Wait, so like all the original remasters are going to be updated with this new term? This is a big deal. This is like Final Fantasy lexicon shit. I know. I wish that's what they said. I wish that's what they said.
So in a future
The more
Final
power
Fantasy
they give
games,
Yoshi
you
P,
will
the
see,
happier I get.
Pictomant as the name for this job. So please know that's not a mistake. We didn't forget the old name. This is this choice we made for all of Final Fantasy with everyone involved. So thank you. And,
Yeah, I mean, it still is a big decision just for 14. Like that, it's kind of nice to know they take Final Fantasy terminology that like seriously to maintain consistency. I like that. It is very specific, but like I think this is why people love this so much.
Honestly, when you have such a long-running series as Final Fantasy, you will run into these cases where what made perfect sense at the time is no longer working for us. And
This is a good mentality to have. Like
ただやっぱりシリーズ
that's
の可能
the
性と
broad
か
strokes
発展する
point
ということを考えたとき
that
に
they're open to
変
doing
更しなけれ
this.
ばいけないというタイミングがあるというのも今回しっかり議論した上で決めましたので、まあ似たような事例ね、今回はドイツ語でしたけど、いろんな言語でまた出てくる可能性
That
があ
looks
り
like a
ますので、
stop sign
なんとなく頭に入れておいていただ
backwards
けれ
though.
ば
Oh no, that's a
と思い
light.
ます。
But you know, as we grow and develop as a franchise, we really need to adapt in the way that is best for Final Fantasy's future. And this time it only affected German, but I think it will probably happen in all languages at certain points. So just remember that that's what we're bearing in mind when we make these
Oh.
decisions.
さあでは続けて
I like this.
さまざまなキャラクターが登場するこの黄金のレガシー、そのストーリーについても、触れておきましょう。
So let's move on to the story of Dawntrail, which will feature myriad characters.
今回皆さんにお届け
I
するのは
wanted him to talk more about like
こういう
Final Fantasy
光の戦士へ
Legacy.
の最高の夏休みとお伝えしてきました。
Jupiter,
As we've
last
mentioned, we will be
they
giving
announced
you
Viper
the
at
greatest
EU
summer
Fan Fest.
vacation
So
a
those are the
warrior
two
life could
jobs.
have.
Viper and
新たな冒険
Pictomancer.
そしてそのバカンス
Oh,
の
limited
目
job?
的は
No.
西方トラル大陸になります。
The site of this vacation and our new adventure will be the continent of Tyrol.
All right. Now it's time to
依頼
hope
されるのは
for
トラル大陸にある
PvP updates, actual
とある
PvP
王国の
updates,
王位継承
large scale
連戦の助力で
content,
す。
and what else do I
Going
want?
there is for the right of succession for a nation over there.
What else do I want? There's a
その
third
依頼主
thing.
と
I'm
なる
forgetting
の
it.
が
We gotta stop asking for
And the
Blitzball.
person who has
Stop.
requested our help
No, no Blitzball.
こちらのキャラクターです。
is her.
If you played the game, we've seen this character. We just haven't seen under the hood yet. We've just seen from waist below.
This character is Wuklamat. She's the daughter of the current ruler of Tyrol.
なんとなくね、あんまり見たことのない種族にも見えるんですけれど、
I feel like I haven't seen this before.
ミコってだよね。
This is how
Is it a
remember
Mikote? そうですよね。
remember Yugiri
多分ちょっと
Yugiri and Aura.
体質的にちょっとモフモフしてるミコってだと思います。
I think it's just a really, really fuzzy Mikote. まあ、それしかないですよね。
そうですね。まあまあじゃあ気にしないで先進みましょう。
Don't worry about it.
この王位継承レース
A really
という
fuzzy
のは
Mikote.
さまざまな候補者が入り乱れて
Okay.
競うものになっています。
So in this right of succession,
I like how it
we'll be
is
competing with
furry
other various, contestants
And not
for
just
the
like a
crown.
humanoid, like not human, like a literally
王位継承
human
レースの
face.
道中ですね、さまざまな気づきやドラマが待ち構えています。
And there will of course be a lot of revelations and various dramatic turns along the way.
まあその王位継承レースというからには他にも候補者います。
Of course, as a contest, we do need people to compete against.
さらに暁のメンバーがそこにどう関わっていくのか、それらはぜひ皆さんの目でお確かめください。
And so I hope you'll look forward to finding out how exactly the other scions play into that competition.
There's no other fan fest. Pitch shifted. There will be like a media blowout that will. So what will happen is there'll be a media tour.
As for Wuklamat, who we've introduced today,
Then there'll be a
you'll able to meet
blowout.
her in
Then a media tour
she's
embargo will
555
happen
part two.
probably, and then we have like the last live letter before. And those will probably be within like 1 to 2 months within the launch of the expansion.
新しい物語のまさに序章をですね、体験していただければと思います。
She is a very strong character, so I hope you look forward to getting to know her.
Let's not kill her off, please. Can we go this expansion without killing her off? Just.
Okay, so you're wondering, I'm sure, when
I
is
feel
patch
confident saying
6.55
they're
coming
not
out?
dying.
パッチ 6.55 は1月
Oh, January 16th. We kind of knew this already.
Coming out on January 16th.
Because they said mid-January, and it's like, it can't be this Tuesday, and it has to be, it can't be the end of the month, so 16th.
厳しいので、なんか一週明けて、リリースさせていただきます。
Obviously, after FanFest is over, we are all going to be passed out, so we're taking a week and then releasing.
なおですね、すみません、パッチ 6.55 は24時間メンテナンスを予定してます。
And also, we are planning to have a 24-hour maintenance for this patch.
Oh,
これ
okay.
はですね、パッチ 6.55 の公開作業に合わせて、 皆さんの
we get cloud
日
servers?
本の全データセンターの
Oh.
各種、まあいわゆるサーバー機材ですね。
Oh.
ものすごい高性能サーバー
Oh.
がたくさん並んでるんですけど、それを最新の機材に全て入れ替えるという作業を同時に行わせていただきます。
This is because we will be replacing the entire Japanese data center infrastructure
Yeah.
with newer machines.
That's good.
これによってですね、さらに安定性増しますし、いろんなことが、まあアイテム関係だったり、まあ土地だったり、ハウジング、いろんなことまたやりやすくなりますので、それらのメンテナンスと、それから最新機器への入れ替えということを、今回やりますので、すみません、ちょっと長時間のメンテナンスになりますが、ご承知おきください。
You've got plenty of time, bacon cheese.
But this will contribute to future stability and our ability for the servers to handle things like items and housing. So we ask for your understanding.
はい、
It's
では
24-hour maintenance. They shouldn't have to ever apologize for that. I feel bad as a player that they feel like they have to
So let's
apologize
take
for
a look
that.
at some new information about Tadal.
こちら、オールゼアの全体図ですね、三大洲の西方に位置する巨大な大陸です。
So on the map, you'll see that it is to the west of the three great continents.
こちら、左に見えるのがトラル大陸ですが、
And on the left is what we've shown you so far.
まあこちらですね。で、今回、トラ
Oh.
ル大陸というのはですね、
Wait.
南北に大きく、大陸が存在していて、今回の舞台となるのは、その南北トラル大陸を股にかけ
That's
る
more.
冒険になります。
But Tadal is actually a very massive continent expanding from north to south, and we will be going that full length during our adventure.
Okay.
で最新の
That's huge.
14の世界地図はこのようになっており
That's like the
ます。
biggest area they've
So this
added.
is the full new map.
そしてご紹介してきた今回新たにプレイヤーの皆さんプレイ
The
ヤータウンとなるのが
Americas.
トライオラ
Oh,
です。
And this is the new player hub that we introduced to Yolao.
このトライオラ自体がこの南北のトラル大陸をつなぐ橋の役目を持ってい
Oh,
ま
I
す。
think we're gonna see like more.
Tuyolo actually functions as a bridge
more final
connecting
in-game.
the north and south parts of the continent. of
Oh, that's
Tadal.
cool.
先ほど公開したトレーラーの方にもこうやって
Oh, we
巨
saw
大な橋
this.
出ていたと思います
Okay.
As you saw in the trailer, there is a literal bridge.
Okay.
今回
Okay.
の冒険は
That's
このト
cool.
ライオラを中心に
What's
トラ
this
ル大陸の
chasm though?
南北をまたいでの大冒険となります。
So the Tugliolo will be at the center of our adventure. It will span from north to south of Tadal.
Sick, Windfox. How'd you like it?
文化的な統一感というのはまあ
Battle of the
ある
Big
程度はあ
Bridge.
るんですけど
Another one.
ここではちょっとネタバレで言えない
Already had
様々
one,
な
but I could
出来
use
事によ
another
り
in 14.
南と北で大きく物語が揺れ動いていくことになります。
Though there's a degree of unity between the cultures of the two due to certain developments that I will not share here, there will be major story developments in both North and South Tyrol that will change the story significantly. So you can almost think of it as a two-part structure.
もちろん一つの壮大な物語 7.0 自体で、そうなっていますが、内容をねやってみると二部構成に近い
Good to hear you enjoyed it.
我々のチャレンジにも見えるかもしれません。
The physical immersion is pretty
Of course,
cool.
the whole story overall is one unified story, but you may feel like it does have two distinct arcs when you play through it.
では新たなフィールド、振り返りと新しい情報を交えつつ、ご紹介していこうかなと思います。
So let's both review and take a look at some new information on field areas.
まずこれまではスクリーンショット
So there should be 6 new areas. We won't see anything about the last area. And they might tease artwork for the 5th area because we got
So far,
Elpis
we've only been able
tease,
to show
right?
you a few clips and screenshots, but we've put together all the materials we have so far into a collection that we will show you now.
Wait,
それでは
new stuff?
どうぞ。
Or just the old stuff gathered together? Ooh, fog. Gotta love the fog. Yeah, I feel like we've seen all this. the Old West area. Maybe we didn't. Ooh, a graveyard? Dude, Old West town, let's go. Oh, yes. What, yeah, you can go inside to the saloon? All right, I'm in. Oh, man. That's awesome. Oil rigs? That refinery? Sorry, not rig, refinery. That's a good-looking piece. Ooh. That looks very Final Fantasy XI-esque. Dude, I hope they have some Final Fantasy X music in here somewhere, please. That looks like the Macalania a little bit. Dude. Partially that, partially Xenoblade vibes right there. Holy crap. Yeah. I'm with you, Dare User.
Thank you.
I'm with you. I was getting that.
さてさて、かなり冒険のイメージ多いですね。自然地形、そういった数々ご覧いただきました。
So we've taken a look at some natural scenes that really speak of adventure.
ではここからはですね、既存エリアの紹介でしたので、さらに新たなエリアを、
Tell them that's Red Dead Online too.
Those were areas you've seen before, so let's look at some that you haven't.
Okay.
ちょっと今まで見たものとは毛色が変わるので。
So everything's looked, except for the Old West area, everything has looked like tropical forest or like.
These are pretty different from what you've seen so
Okay,
far,
good.
And for that same reason, we
Yes.
can't tell you a whole lot about them.
Good. Yes, I like being
Please understand.
expectations subverted.
まずはすみません、いきなり動画からいこうと思います。
We'll start with a video.
どうぞ。
Oh, whoa! What is this? Wait, what? What? Is this Xenogear? What is this? Holy crap! Wait, there's like electronics. Wait, what is going on? There's. Okay. The cyberpunk. Holy shit.
突然の絵代わりに
What is this?
しておりますが。
Yeah, so that was a pretty sudden change
Yeah.
in visuals there.
Nowhere did I expect something like
エ
that.
リア、ちょっとね、動画の方では本当オブジェクト全然出せない。
Look at that Chocobo neon sign. Holy crap.
エリアの名前は
Solution 9?
言います。
We really can't show you a lot of specific objects from this area because it would be spoilers. But we can tell you it's called Solution 9.
こちらのソリューション9も、プレイヤーの、皆さんが滞在する大都市がトライアラだとすると、こちらショータウンの状態になってます。
This too will function as a town, much like the player hub of Tuliolal.
Oh, this is gonna be the end game, the
ちょっとだけ説明をしておきます。
facades.
I will explain it just a little bit.
トライアラとは
facades.
異なる文明によって築かれた摩天楼と
Wait, so this is like
なっています。
VR, not
So
real?
This has been constructed by
Like
a totally different
holograms?
civilization than Tuliolal.
そんなの見たらわかるよっていう話だと思うんですけど。
I think you can probably tell just by looking.
名前の由来はですね、すみません、いろいろご
It looks like something out of like
ちょっとだけ
X.
スクリーンショットもお見せします。
But maybe have a
Solution
think
9 is a
about why it might be
trance
called
ability from
Solution 9.
Zidane,
And we have a
Zidane
screenshot
in
to
9.
show you.
That looks like also like
今
Halo,
まで
like
皆さんが
purple
描いて
Halo
き
zone.
た黄金のレガシー
It's not Allegan. There's no way this is Allegan. This looks
崩れ去っていく感じがしますね。
looks like something from FF8. I haven't played FF8 outside the first hour.
Mental image you might have had for Dawntrail right now.
すみません、ちょっと先ほど言いま
I
したが
am like super excited to get to this.
いろいろちょっと削除したスクリーンショットになってるんですけど、実際にはいろんなオブジェクト存在してます。
Like I said, we can't really show you specific
Oh,
objects
man.
in this setting because it would be a spoiler, so we've kind of erased them all, and this is just the background.
That's
施設なのか。
okay.
かなり雰囲気が
That's
今までと異なって
insane.
ます
I can't wait to see what
But
it
are
really
these
is.
buildings? Is this a facility? In any case, it's quite different from what we've seen.
先ほどもお伝えした通り、このソリューション9、プレイヤーの皆さん
Like
のショータウンでもあるので、
the
かなり
ultimate dream for successor MMO to this is seamlessly coming up to a city like this, and it's like giant. Like it's a zone and a city.
そもそもここはどう
So
いった場所
cool.
なのか、これまでの今ま
Like
でのね、
as awesome as it is, I know like the limitations of 14 and how it's really going to be laid out. Like think of Amarat. Like
but you know, as for what this place actually is, what sort of story will take place here, you'll just have to imagine for yourself something that is
oh,
quite
this
different
is
from what we've
10
seen thus
vibes?
far
Nah,
of
Xanark didn't look
6.x.
anything like this.
ではもう
Even
少しだけ新しいエリア紹介していこうと思います。
And I'll show you one more area now.
こちらは
Wait,
アートワークと
train?
なっています。
is this
This is
underground?
the concept art.
That's under it. That's going to be under it,
こちら
right?
は新たな
Is that a
エリア名
pizza plate?
ヘリテージファウンドと言います。
And this area is called Heritage Found.
もう謎しかないですね、これね。
It's pretty mysterious.
蒸気機関を持ったような列車が走ってます。
There seems to be a steam-powered train.
Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VII
これ
vibes.
アートワークですけど、手前と奥とで
The
異なった
pizza
ね
plate,
文明が混ざ
the
ってるよう
steam,
に
the
見えますが
train.
こちらは一つのエリアの中になってます。
And it certainly
I mean,
looks
not
like
all
the
of it,
stuff in the
obviously.
foreground and the stuff in the background were constructed by different civilizations, but this is all one area.
異常なほどですね、
Oh, it's-
奥側
that's a
電気に満たされ
thundercloud?
た地域になってます。
This area is absolutely replete with lightning energy.
ではこ
Oh.
こからはですね、ちょっともう説明ができないので、スクリーンショットだけチラチラお見せします。
But I can't really give you any more explanation than that, so we'll just take a look at a few more screenshots.
なので 7.0 黄金のレガシーにはいろんなエリアが出てくるよと。
I am so intrigued by this. This I was not expecting this wild
There are a
turn.
variety of areas coming.
では
Yeah, I was not I was thinking like something super fantasy to like with more colors in it than
これま
green.
でね、黄金のレガシー自然地形とか荒野ばっかり紹介してきたんですけど、まあこういった地域もあって、
Dude, it looks like
普通
the
の文化という
depths.
のが混在しています。
So far we've shown you a lot of fields and natural scenery, but as you can see here, there's also these very unique areas with cultures intermingling.
なんとなくね、ガレマール帝国っぽいイメージにも見えなくもないんですけど、ちょ
This
っと違いますね。
I like the
It looks
vibes.
a little bit like Garlemald, but not quite.
Ah, it doesn't look anything.
ガレマールだと黒と赤だもんな。
And Garlemald was very black and red.
そして2枚目、奥に見えるのは先ほどのアートにも見えていた
Oh, wow.
タワーなのか何なのか。
In our
Wait, those
second
like the
screenshot
Death
here, in
Stranding
the
laser
background,
or
you can see
the
that
things
same thing,
to ride
whatever
on?
it is, a tower maybe?
まあ、こういった地域だとしても人々は、ここでたくま
Looks
し
like
く
an RTS
力強
game.
く生きています。これらはダンジョンではなく、プレイヤーの皆さんが冒険するフィールドとなってます。
But even in an area as strange as this, we have people living their lives. This is not a dungeon.
なんかここで
Okay.
釣れる主どんなやつなんだろうなって想像
So this
する
is
と
the structure we saw off past the Wild West town. Remember they were like
そして
blotting it
最後
out?
え
It's
こ
probably
んな
wait.
場所もありますというのだけお伝えしておきます。
What?
There's also this, and that's all I'll tell you.
まあ、とにかくですね。
Is this a near crossover? Is this like
い
Carnival?
ろんな
More near
ものを
crossover?
詰め込んだ拡張になってい
Is
ま
this
す。
is this in a Final Fantasy like 9 or 8 that I'm not I don't know
いろいろご想像
about?
していただければ嬉しいです。
But what we've shown you is that Dawntrail will have a variety of areas and things to experience, so let your imagination run wild.
さあ、ではここエリアの紹介をしましたので、こちら
That was the best.
有効部族
Unexpected.
この地域に
but
住む
interesting and
部族たちの
awesome.
おさらいをまずはしていこうと思います。
That's what I love that.
But let's, now that
When
we've
it doesn't
talked about
rely on,
areas,
like,
let's talk
like
about the people
pre-existing
who live
hype
there
or
who might
legacy,
become your potential allies.
and it doesn't disappoint. That's the hardest
こ
to
れま
do.
でにペルペル族、それからモブリン
I'm
族
so
を紹介
happy I haven't
してき
played
ました
Final Fantasy 9 right
We've
now,
already
8 or
introduced the
9.
Pelu and the
Because if this is
Moblins.
8 and 9 references, I'm
もともとです
happy
ね
not knowing
こ
about it
の
right now.
地域巨人族文化も強く根付いており、オールゼアとは異なる夜深い族という巨人
Is that
たちも
llama
見受けられます。
So in this area, there is a deep-rooted culture of giants. Though they're not called giants, they are called the Yokhui.
バヌバヌ族にも似
Alpaca
た姿のちょっとねカラフルな種族ですが、ハヌハヌ族と言います。
We also have these colorful folks who look quite similar to the Vanu Vanu, and indeed they
Oh,
are
wait,
called
they're-
the Hanu Hanu.
Wait, oh, they weren't the. Oh, these are the new versions. I was like, those are just the Vanu. Oh, Hanu. Okay.
Yes, so they are called the Hanu Hanu.
そして何よりですね、
Well, the one in the middle we've seen, we saw already.
さまざまマムージャたち登場してきます。
But the most important
Oh,
part of
interesting.
this are the Mamulja.
トライオラを治めている相当の2つの、ね、頭を持つマムージャ、グルージャジャを筆頭にですね、数多くのマムージャ族が登場してきます。
The most prominent example is, of course, the current ruler of Tuliolo, the two-headed Gulul Jaja, but there are plenty of other Mamulja of all
The one on the
shapes
far
and
right
sizes.
kind of looks
こ
like
こでちょっとスクリーンショットで紹介しているのは、まあ、
the comic
その
relief.
一部になりますが、多様な、部族が登場して物語の中でもその部族同士の多く
No
の
worries, Ferengi. Have a good
物語上
2024.
提示されていきます。
What we're showing
Thank
you in
you.
the screenshot is but a small sample.
Take it easy, yeah.
In the story, I think you'll find that the Mamulja are very diverse, including their perspectives and values.
まあ彼らと光の戦士である皆さんが出会い、どのような
What the one on the far right is really like the like
そして
bad
プレイ
guy.
ヤーである皆さん自身が今回の物語
You think he's raising your hand, their hand, sorry, their hand to greet you, and they're like, one shots you, you're dead.
I'm
Dude,
really
there's a
looking
shoe
forward
puff.
to seeing how meeting the Mamulja will change your adventure, and also how you specifically will feel about them and what you will take from this story.
さてさて、じゃあここからはですね、各種システムの
I gotta be honest, after like
コンテンツについて
Shadowbringers,
お伝えしていきま
Endwalker,
す。
the
So now
tribes,
let's move on to system updates.
the
and
narrative
more
about like
details
they
about
were
the
like just
individual content.
treated badly, misunderstood, and now like they're trying to reconcile that. I kind of like that.
7.0 全体をお話ししていこうと思います。そして 7.x
All right, you guys are gonna need a new 4080 Super.
We'll be giving an overview of all of 7.0 as well as 7.x, including as much new information as we can share right now.
まあすみません、まずは何度もお伝えして恐縮なんですが、ついに皆さんのレベルキャップが100になります。
Every
As we've said a
time,
few times,
like
the level
everyone
cap will
claps
raise
for
to
this.
100.
Everyone. You're not clapping. Clap. Clap.
Q14 からやってるよという方、どれぐらいいらっしゃいますか？
How many of you have been playing since 1.0?
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございま
Thank
す。
you.
Oh, okay. You say thank you now.
皆さんとはね、足掛け13年以上の旅路になりました。
It's been more than 13 years together.
うわ、すごい。コメントでもたくさんね、手を挙げていただいてます。本当にありがとうございます。
There's
皆さんの
a
お
lot
かげ
of
で
folks
ね、
in the comment as well.
Yeah.
我々今こんな場所で各章についてお届けできているので、本当にありがとうございます。
Thank you all so much. We've gotten to this point because of you.
もちろん、申請スタートのタイミングから始めてくださった方、まあ最近
I wonder if they're like
くださった方
are
も
prefacing
含めて
this by
光の
thanking everyone because they have bad
見て
news
く
or
ださるから
something.
こそここまでね、我々開発チームの長い旅でもこの10年あったと思うので、その果てにですね、ついにレベルキャップが3桁になると。
Or maybe this is giving a context for level cap.
しない
That's
ので
yeah.
本当にあり
Never
が
mind.
とうございます。
Of course, all of you who joined from 2.0 and those of you who have started playing recently as well are equally important. We could not have gone on this long, long journey of 10 years without you and reached this milestone of a 3-digit level cap.
さあ、では今日お伝えしたピクトマンサーも含め、7.0 ではバイパーとピクトマンサー2つのジョブが実装となります。
So including Pictomancer.
Yeah,
that we
Shankly,
introduced
there's
today,
been some
as well as
speculation
Viper.
about
We
what's
will
going to
have
happen in
2 new
8.0
jobs
with
in 7.0.
job
ちょ
leveling
っと
and
質
job
問してみ
progression.
ようかな。
So let's
バイ
ask,
パー、バイパーやる
But
ぞ
it doesn't seem like we're getting there yet.
who's going to play as Viper?
お、3
Look at the Gabi hat over there. That's hilarious.
Maybe 25, 30%? Yeah.
ピクトマンサーやるわっていう方。
Who's going to play Pictomancer?
お、多いな。
How are you?
いや何言ってんだよ。結局全部やるんだよっていう人
Who's going to play everything?
Of course.
当然やろみたいな感じでありがとうございます。
Everyone's like, yeah, obviously I'm going to do that. Thank you.
おコメントでもそりゃそうだろ
Of course.
う。まずはピクトマンサー、パイパー、どっちもやる。結局全部やるって書いていただいてます。ありがとうございます。
A lot of folks saying, I'm going to do both. I'm going to play them all. Thank you so much.
Why not both?
まあ新ジョブだけじゃなくて他の、既存ジョブに関しても、ね、レベルキャップ解放された新たなアクション追加されますし
As long as they don't take away getting PvE experience in PvP, I'll probably have no trouble leveling up every
Of
job.
course, it won't just be our new jobs. With the level cap being raised, we will be adding new actions. And
They
updating
do
our previous
need
jobs as
to
well.
make it easier to level up other jobs, though.
続いてバトルコンテンツ
After you hit
ちょっと基礎バトル
your
コンテン
first
ツ新情報
level
も含め
cap,
てですね、いろいろ
they
話していこう
need
と
to
思います
improve that, I feel like.
So let's talk about the core battle content, including some new info.
もうこの辺り今表示されている
Yeah,
の
we've
は今回もしっかりあり
they've
ますよ
shown
と
this slide. They
いうこと
haven't
をお伝え
elaborated
す
on
る
the
だけ
next
です
one. They
Of
haven't
course, as far as
elaborated
everything
on the
this
next
screen goes,
slide
we
that
just
has the
wanna let you know
interesting
that we
stuff.
will, of course, be adding more of these.
もちろん多数
Oh,
の
never mind. They're going in a
新
different
ダンジョンを
order.
ご用意
Sorry.
してあります
And of course, we will be having many new dungeons.
ダンジョンの制作非常に順調に進んでます
The progress on dungeons is going quite well, actually.
今回はですねその制作が進んでいて、ストーリーのネタバレにならないものを動画としてちょっと編集してまとめ
The
て
trust system is
まいりましたので
perfect.
ご紹介したいと思います
I'd like
I'm-
to show you a video.
I feel like
This is
people
of,
are
the dungeons
tired
that
of
we
just, like,
are well
leveling in
that are well
general.
underway, and also that will not be spoilers.
It's such a dated concept for in general. I feel like. Oh yeah, we saw the riding the boat thing. The Anaconda dungeon. Climbing, like climbing. Dude, this music. Oh, we have another balancing. We're gonna put the things on this thing and pick the right ones again. The fruit. Fruit of knowledge. Wait. Oh, it's a different dungeon. Okay. I was like, woo, he just like pulled the rug from under me there.
はいありがとうございますまあ祖権の方からも言われてますがまだ曲はモックアップなので、これが最終クオリティだと思わないでねって言ってると思いますんで、お伝えしておきます
No worries, Kane.
I will tell you I have a message from Soken, which is that this version of the music is just a draft. It's not done yet.
Okay.
制作の方は非常に
Yeah, I'm glad they have made the game more single player accessible.
道中チェック完了しているものもちらほら出始めております
But it also is an
But our
MMO and needs
progress
to
with the
have
dungeons really is proceeding well. I've gotten to the point of my first stage
Community
quality
content.
checks on some of them.
続いて、ちょっと
new
敵側の
threats.
ことを見ていこうと思います
Now let's take a look at a few enemies.
Threats.
え
What in the hell is that?
バリガルマンダ
What is
エリミネーター
Beefcake
と
Cactuar?
ボス以外にもねちょっと
What is
ユニークなモンスタ
that?
ー言いますね
Giga
So we have the
Cactuar.
ones we've introduced so far, Valigar
Giga Cactuar.
Major bosses.
と筋トレしすぎた感が
Chadwar
あります
Oh my
ね
This thing looks like it lifts perhaps too much.
It
なんというか
Do you lift, bro? It has no neck.
サボ
You're
テ
right.
ンダーに見えるんですけど
That's
どうやら
amazing.
名前はバレルテンダーというらしいです
So this super buff Sabotender is called the Barrel Tender.
The
めちゃくちゃ
barrel?
なパンチドーンしてくるイメージしかないですよね
I can't imagine it will do much rather than just punch the heck out of you.
まあ NPC だけでなくねこうした新たな生態系というのを持つモンスターとの出会いというのも
Donkey Kong
拡張パッケージの魅力の一つかもしれません
I think it's not just the NPCs in the new environment that are exciting. Part of it is experiencing these unique monsters as well.
So these are just remedial enemies? That's
敵と戦う上
cool.
でですね、コンテンツサポーターに関してもアップデートが行われます。
And of course, while you're fighting, you will want
Yeah.
these, duty support updates on your journey.
今回クルルがピクトマンサーにジョブチェンジしておりましたので、
Oh, yeah, that's right.
サポーターデビューのような気がしております。
Given that Kryle has changed to Pictomancer, I feel like she will be making her duty support debut.
クルルさんおめでとうございます。
Congratulations, Kryle.
ちょっとね、僕クルルさんには
Having Cryo
歌詞が大きな
duty
歌詞が1
support.
個
That's so cool.
消せないやつがずっとあるんで。
I have a lot of feelings about Kryle.
貸しじゃない仮だった。もうやばいのが1個あるんでね、もうちょっとずつ恩返ししていこうかなと思ってます。
I feel I really owe her one, so let's use this to pay her back.
コンテンツサポーターたちはストーリー上でのボスとの戦いというのでも、しっかり活躍してくれることと思います。
I think you'll find these updates very useful when progressing through the story.
では続いて多数の装備、それから新しいクラフトというものがやっぱり拡張パッケージなので大量に登場してきます。
Of course, as it's an expansion, we will have a lot of new gear and recipes.
今回拡張 7.0 で新たに登場する新装備というのは全て第一次グラフィックスアップデートの仕様によって最初から豪華に作られていますので、 7.0 の新装備のクオリティというところにもぜひご注目ください。
So all of the new gear that is implemented in 7.0 will have the graphics update applied to it. So definitely take a look at that quality once you get in game.
では開発中ではありますが、スクリーンショットいくつか持ってきたのでご紹介します。
These are still in development,
Rebirth.
but we did bring a few screenshots, so let's take a look.
Maybe 8.0 would be the earliest.
左から
Whoa.
召喚士、侍、賢者、ガンブレーカーとなってますね。
Right, so from the left, we have Summoner, Samurai, Sage, and Gunbreaker.
Wait.
どうしてもスクリーンショットでは分かりにくいんですが、
Sage
今
looks
回それぞれのパーツに異な
Elegant?
る素材感という、それから質感、シワの入れ方っていうのまで相当こだわって作ってます。
Still aren't giving
It's a
pants to
little bit hard to
caster
tell
or
from the
to
screenshots,
healers.
But each element of these outfits, in terms of textures, quality, and details, are really much improved.
今回は特に布系の質感というのがですね、非常に豪華になっているので、
Yeah.
ちょっとご注目いただければと思います。
I think especially the quality of the cloth really stands out.
手に入れた際にはですね、ぜひ、冒険
I
ゆっくり
will
一段落してからでいいの
trust you,
で
and when
じっくり
I
ちょっと
look forward to
装備
seeing
という
it
のを
in
見てい
game.
ただけると、開発チーム喜ぶと思います。
Hope they don't spend like
Of course,
20
over the
minutes
course of
on a
your
video.
adventure, once you have time for a break, I hope you'll take a close look
Oh.
at this gear. That would make the
What
devs
was it
really
we were
happy.
supposed to see last FanFest and they didn't have it ready?
貴公子リーパー先生
And we
そ
thought
して
the
ナイト
graphics update was what
です
replaced it.
So here we have
What was it?
Machinist, Reaper, Astrologian, and Paladin.
光の当たり具合だとあれですね、貴公子のあたり
Astro's still in a dress.
I
Like-
think the quality might be easiest to see with the Machinist.
Wait, are these existing outfits
これ
actually?
ら装備
Sorry.
はブラッシュアップ、それから調整というのをリリースギリギリまで、続けていきます。
And we will continue brushing up and
Rune,
improving
that
the-
was
this
it,
gear
yes.
right until
It was
release.
that rune.
もちろん、
So I think we're gonna see it this time. Sorry, the paladin always looks, that armor always looks so similar to me.
Of course, it won't just be job gear. We'll also have plenty of fashionable gear for you as well.
では装備もちらっとね、ご紹介しましたので、次の項目進みたいと思います。
All right, so let's move on.
新たな
Here we
生活系の
go.
大規模コンテンツやりますよと。
Oh, it's gonna be
いうお話を
painting,
させていただい
right?
てました。
We have told you that there will be expansive new lifestyle.
Will it be like art, like doing an art gallery
企画内容は
probably?
ですね、固まりましたので、ちょっとコンセプトアートをご紹介していきたいと思いま
Because
す。
we got
And
Pictomancer,
finally,
right?
our plans have come together, so we do have concept art of that to show you.
Oh, concept
こ
art.
ちらです。
Oh,
組んだよ
yes.
っていう感じ
Okay, this is way better.
Wow, where are we going now?
Oh, we're on the moon, baby, with the
次な
Loporits.
る る大規模生活系コンテンツは
Oh, yes. We're going to build like a theme park or something.
So as perhaps you can guess, the next lifestyle content will take you to various different planets.
Wait, different
一つのち
planets?
ょっとねなんかちょっと絵が変わらない
Wait, it's not the moon?
今回絵代わりっていうところも
Wait, what?
いろんなシチュエーションの惑星にちょっと行っていただこうかなと思ってます
If it was just one, you wouldn't get much variety in the scenery, so we thought we'd give you a bunch so you could get a sense of progress.
Will it be like progressing zones, like Eureka, Bosia style?
トラル大陸で冒険だとか言ってるのにじゃあちょっと星行ってきてもらえるかなみたいな
And we used to.
You're thinking, oh, all right, let me go on an adventure to the continent of Tyrol, but let me just pop over to this other planet also.
こちらのコンテンツタイトル
Yeah, this is the expansion. Okay. Okay, you have me.
The name of
you
this content will
you
be
said the
Cosmic
magic word,
Exploration.
cosmic. Here we
こちらの
go.
コンテンツはですね
Space
ソロでも参加することができ
exploration
ますけど皆さんで力を合わせて
By
発展させ
Starfield
ていくものになっています
You can, of course, play this content solo, but it's really intended for everyone to work together to make progress.
Oh, yes.
この向かう先エリアっていうのもですねパッチアップデートが進んでいくことによって
Yes.
テーマとする惑星が変わっていきます
Oh, yeah.
And with each update, the star that you were working on will change.
どんな惑星をこう巡っていくのかそこでねどんなドラマが待ち受けているのかメインクエストとは異なりますがパッチ 7.X シリーズ順次こう展開されていく、長期間のコンテンツになっていますのでぜひご注目ください
It'll be a little bit different than the main scenario, but definitely keep an eye out for this and think about what kind of places you'll visit and what will happen there.
あれですねセイントセイヤの話をしている人が多いです
Oh, we might see some Final Fantasy
People talking
XI
about
raid
Saint
stuff.
Seiya.
もうコスモって
I
言
forgot.
ったらもう
Man, I forgot so much already.
すぐそうなっちゃうんですよね
To most of us, if we say the word Cosmo, we think of Saint Seiya in a certain generation.
さあ燃やしていきましょう
Let's go.
さらなるこのコンテンツの詳細はですね今後またプロデューサーレターライブな
Dropped
どで
the Saint Seiya
お伝
reference.
えしていこうと思いますご期待ください
We will tell you more about this content in PLLs coming up.
It's about solo leveling now. That's the new hotness.
新たなアライアンスレイドについてです
Here we go.
Next, about our
Let's
new
see
alliance
that.
raid.
前回こちらですねアライアンス
All right,
レイ
can
ド
we see
どうなるか
something?
というところは
Something, please?
MMORPG としての大先輩
Can I hear some music?
運営開始からね
Just play a little music.
誇るファイナルファンタジー11をテーマにした内容でお届けしてまい
Can I
りま
just
す
see you like run far?
So as we've told you before, this alliance raid will be based on FF11, who is our great senpai in the field of MMOs, having been running for 21 years now.
今、開発制作を進めるにあたっていろんなコンセプトアートやイメージアートを進めているところなんですが、1枚ちょっとご紹介させていただこうと思います。
We've been progressing on this development, and so we have various concept art, of which we'll show you one today.
Just one. Oh. Okay. Okay, Shadow Lord. Okay.
Oh, some of you know.
11を多分
Okay.
やってる方はご存知かと思いますが、こちら闇王と呼ばれる存在です。
Those of you who played FF11 will probably know, but this guy is called the Shadow Lord.
どんな登場を
So we're probably
する
getting
のか
awakening
どんなボス
music.
とかキャラクターが登場してくるのか、ストーリーはどうなるのか気になる部分多数あるかと思います。
I'm sure you're very interested to know how he shows up, what other characters you'll see, and what the story is overall.
こちらもですね、プロデューサーレターライブで詳細ね、さらに近づいてきたらお伝えしていきますが、このエコーズ・オブ・バナディール、パッチ 7.1 からスタートしてまいりますので、
7.1 baby.
終わって、こちらまたね注目していただければと思います。
So we will give you more details in future PLLs, but for now, just know that Echoes of Vanadil is coming from 7.1.
はい、ではアライアンスレイドを紹介しましたので、こちら新たな物語が開幕となる。
Didn't they show what the theme was for this already? I forgot.
And we have another new story coming with the 8-man.
Did they show it off or did I imagine it?
こちらもですね、 コンセプトアートが仕上がりましたので、
Or is this the first time we're
こ
actually
ちらを
seeing
見ていただ
this?
こうかなと思います。
I can't
We have a
remember you,
concept art for
Fist.
that as well, so let's start by taking a look.
GPU raid! Let's go! We're raiding the GPU.
拡張パッケージのね、アートとかけ離れすぎていて、何なんだ。
This is really different from our art for the expansion in general.
Wow.
GPU って言ってる。
Hey, he
Is
thought
this a GPU or
Yes.
what?
Come on.
グラフィックボードが
Yes.
起立してるって言ってる。
I definitely see a graphic board in there.
ツイッチと YouTube、特にツイッチがですね、すごい型番めっちゃ連呼してますね、みんな。
You don't all know a lot about this hardware.
まあ一体どこなのかね、そう何なのかさっぱりわかんない。
trying to secure GPU is like the
Well,
last
what
mechanic.
is this? I'm sure you have absolutely no idea.
でも皆さん
So
グラボっ
it's
ぽいなって言ってる
probably
やつ
story
あれが
related, so they
レイドの
probably
舞台
can't tell us, right?
But that thing you think looks like a graphics board, that is actually the stage for our raid.
です冷却したくなるって言ってる。こちらレイドタイトル決まっております。
Oh, we gotta get a title?
The raid title has been decided, and it is
The
ステ
Arcadian?
ザ・アルカディアというシリーズが、
What's that a reference
レイ
to?
ドタイトルとなります。さてどんな物語になるんでしょ
The Arcadion.
Arcadion,
What sort of story
sorry.
will it be, I wonder?
う。こちらもですね
Arcade?
レイド
Like Tron?
ならではの多数の
Like
新キャラクター
Tron?
登場予定となっています。
Of course, there will be a myriad new characters coming with this raid.
物語はですね、ファイナルファンタジー14完全オリジナルストーリーとして、今制作が進んでおります。
Wait.
And the story itself will be a complete FF14 original.
Okay.
もちろんですね、ストーリーを進めていく、まあ難易度ノーマルと、
So no reference
難
raid
易度が
again,
高い
just like
形式それぞれ
Endwalker was
ちゃんと用
original.
意してあります。
Of course, we will have the normal mode for you to enjoy the story, as well as the higher difficulty Savage.
パッチ 7.0 リリースから、まあ、おおよ
Oh
そ1
yeah,
ヶ月ぐらいで
the staggered
ノーマル
thing.
のレシピと
Are they gonna do it
順次
again?
公開していく予定ですので、ぜひ楽しみ
The
にお
month
待ちください。
stagger or whatever?
We will be releasing normal and Savage in sequence about 1 month after 7.0.
まあ同時だとね。
Oh wait, so they're not releasing normal
If it was
early.
at the same time, you'd feel rushed, I think.
Wasn't normal earlier and then Savage came after?
So that is our 8-person
Or did they do
raid.
both a month after? I forget now.
I
just remember the month delay for Savage.
And who likes the highest difficulty raids?
Oh, we're getting an ultimate? You gotta talk about ultimate?
言ってる方多いんですよね。
Oh, a lot of people playing ultimates.
さあ次は新たな絶に関してのお話です。
And we will have a new ultimate raid.
Singular.
次なるですね、絶も現在企画
I'm fine with just one,
順
man.
調に進んでおります。
I'm good with one.
The planning and development for this is already moving along.
さて今回何がテーマになるかと言いますと、
As for the theme,
I mean,
何で
it's
しょ
what will it be?
Stormblood Raid, the Stormblood story, Shinryu, right? It's gotta be like MSQ themed, Stormblood MSQ.
う。死生獣。ああ、なるほど。
Because we just had the raid theme with Omega, we need the Stormblood MSQ
う
one.
んと言ってますね。死生獣ね。
Shinryu?
死生獣以外で何かありま
We're
すか。
thinking we're going to go in order of.
Oh, you're gonna skip? Please subvert expectations. Do something that's different,
エデ
please.
ンね。
Eden!
Oh, what? They did it! They're going out of order, baby!
次なる絶コンテンツは
Oh no,
希望の
Shiva,
エデンの
Shiva,
とあるストーリーをモチーフとした
Shiva
内容
Ultimate?
になります。
So
Uh-oh.
part of the story from
Uh-oh.
Eden will be our theme.
こちらのアートを見覚えもちろんありますよね、光の戦士の皆さん。
I'm sure you remember this art.
Oof.
レイドタイトル
Ooh,
は
Shiva was rough.
絶もう一つの未来
Futures
と
rewritten.
いう名称になりました。
So the title will
Oh.
be Futures Rewritten Ultimate.
Oh
これで
man.
すね、パッチ 5.4 のパッチタイトルにもかかって
I'm
ます。
glad they're
イメージ
mixing it
は
up. It was getting very annoying, like not
As you know,
interesting,
this is
following a
also
pattern.
The name of patch 5.4 and along with its art.
Wait, is there going to be a what if scenario here? Ultimate is the hardest difficulty of fight, Jupiter stuff. It's like a 15 to 20 minute fight that's insane, like very rough.
This is even now a popular story and very popular characters. So please look forward to what we will do with them in this raid.
Shiva phase is going. I'm dreading Shiva. To this day, aside
we are
from
to release this ultimate in 7.1.
oh wow. Well, if that's the only one they're doing, that's not bad because then
So
it'll
we hope you'll
be
take your time with it.
then it'll be around for a long time.
コンテンツのこう継続してアップデートしていきますよというお知らせだけしておき。
But aside from the legacy raid content that was hard because we didn't know how to play the game, Shiva Savage was like one of the hardest fights.
We have quite a few things we'll be updating.
Where's give me more PvP stuff.
順次アップデートしていきますよというお知らせとして受け取っておいてください。
Talking about
So
PvP.
basically, all you need to know is that we will be updating all of these things over the course of 7.x.
カットシーンコストの非常に高いブランドさんのシリーズですけど、開発チームやりたいということなので、ヒルディまた活躍してくれることになりました。はい。
Hildebrand is really eating up our budget with his fancy cutscenes, but the development team really wants to do it, so there will be more Hildebrand.
Okay.
それから PVP のアップデートも本格的に、
you said PVP.
スタッツは 7.1 からになります。まあ、7.0 はね、皆さんメインストーリーやジョブのレベルアップで
PvP and main story? What?
7.1 から
Translate that fast. I didn't catch that.
Our major PvP updates will be starting from 7.1 because
Oh.
you have plenty to keep you occupied in 7.0.
7.1 will be the big PvP patch.
かなり
Oh.
頂戴しているこちらフィールド探索型コンテンツと呼んでいるものをちょっとお知らせしておきます。
And we've received a lot of feedback on this subject, so we
Here
want to talk a
we
little bit about new field
go.
operations.
Here we go.
一部ですね、インタビュー等ではちょっとお話し
This
しているんですが、
A very big bullet point for a lot of people.
エウレカとかボズヤに続くフィールドをイメージした探索型の新たな大型のコンテンツも今計画中です。
I've mentioned this a bit in interviews, but in 7.x we will be introducing something in the style of Eureka and Bolzia, a new field operation.
多人数で参加してですね、攻略を進めていくタイプの遊びとな
It
るよう
can't
に
come too late.
企画を
It
進め
needs to
てい
be
ます。
earlier.
This will be something for a lot of players to participate in simultaneously
Okay.
in order to clear.
Good.
今後の
Good,
続
good,
報を
good,
ぜひ
good, good.
お待ちく
This
だ
is
さい。
very good.
So please wait a bit and we'll give you some
Oh.
more information.
いやーでも時代も変わったな
It doesn't give me faith that's coming anytime soon in the expansion cycle, though.
当初ねスタートした時は
I feel like it needs to hit 7.1, but
結構あったんですよ。
that's me.
Yeah, the times have really changed because I remember when we started with Eureka, everyone was like, oh, Eureka?
I mean, don't get us wrong. Eureka had some really bad shit in it. Don't listen to everybody. Eureka wasn't all sunshine and rainbows.
シリーズというかコンテンツの形になってきたので、ちょっとね一回お休みしてましたが 7.x シリーズ、次なる探索型作っていきますのでぜひですね一緒に楽しんでいただければと思います。
But we saw it through to the end and we worked hard to develop the content into something that a lot of people ended up enjoying. And we have taken a break for a while, but it will be back now and we look forward to developing
Well,
more
it's-
similar field operations.
そしてコンテンツに関してなんですが、もう一個お知らせをして終わっていこうかなと思います。
Okay, just one more announcement content-wise.
Blitzball.
欧州ファンフェスでお伝えしました新たなリミテッドジョブ、まあ、パッチ 7.x シリーズのちょっとね後半で実装とはなりますが、こちらについてお話しします。
So we announced before that we will be having a new limited job released in the latter half of 6.x, 7.x.
ジョブ名だけお伝えしておこうと思います。
Today we will tell you just the name of this job.
Oh, here we go. Beastmaster.
魔術界を実装させていただきます。
Oh boy.
Beastmaster.
まあリミテッドジョブですので、まあソロでも遊べるし、リミテッドジョブ同士のパーティーでも遊べるような企画というのも今使用作成進み始めています。
As a limited job, of course, we are proceeding with plans to allow you to play solo or in parties with other limited jobs.
Wait, with other limited jobs? Wait, can Blue Mage and Beastmaster queue up together? Wait, will there be a duty finder finally?
まあこちらについてもね、ちょっと 7.x シリーズの後半にはなりますが、情報よりアートとかね出していけるようになったら、続報 PLL 等でお伝えしていこうと思います。
As it is Beastmaster, we are thinking of having some kind of collection feature to go with it, obviously. Once we have art and more information, we will share it with you.
さて、新情報、まあ、交えながらですね、7.0 とか 7.x シリーズの展開をここまでお伝えしてまいりました。
So that is our updates about 7.0 and 7.x.
第1次、次、グラフィックスアップデートの進捗状況をお伝えしてまいりたいと思います。
We're gonna get a long
But I
graphics
do
update.
also want to take a moment
Yes.
to talk about the graphics update and its current progress.
Yep, here we go.
今回はグラフィックスアップデートもですね、随分大詰めになってきました。今バグとひたすら戦っているところです。皆さんのプレイヤーキャラクターどうなっていくのか、その種族がどうなったのか気になっているかと思います。
So it is proceeding quite well, but as a massive update, we're currently contending with bugs. But I'm sure you want to see how all the different races are coming along.
皆さんのお使いのすべての種族についてちょっとお伝えしていこうかなと思います。
So I will now show you a little bit about each race that you might want to play.
まずこちらヒューランミッドランダー男性からお伝えしていきましょう。
So let's start with a Huron Midlander male.
ここからはですね、皆さん画面を見て左側が、今のグラフィックスの状態、右に新しいバージョングラフィックスアップデートが入った状態を表していきますので、ご理解ください。
So on the left we'll be showing the current or original version, and on the right we'll be showing the new version with the graphics update.
こちらがヒューラングラフィックスアップデート版だとこのようになります。
So with the update, this hero will look like this.
It's like the hair.
髪の毛の雰囲気というのが、まあ非常に明確に。
The hair and like the face lighting is the biggest difference.
各ねパーツ高解像度化されてかなりね見栄えするようになったんじゃないかなと思います。
Yeah.
So as you can see, the hair is a lot more clearly defined, and also the texture.
Chin is a little rounded. Yeah, the nose is rounded on the tip.
まあ繰り返し言ってますけど、もっとなんかギラギラバキバキにすることもできるんですけど、まあ皆さんの
I'm not gonna lie, the background texture looked more drastically improved though than in the other shot. When they were more close up on it, that background texture looked much better. Like the wall.
As I've said before, we could do more, change things more, smoothen things
Yeah.
more. But we do also want to keep the image of the characters the same. So honestly, if you think, oh, it doesn't look that different, that's kind of a good thing.
さあ、それからですね、各種族、初期装備、種族装備ありますよね。あれも今回すべてグラフィックスアップデート対応しています。
Also, the starting gear for each race will be included in this graphics update.
Okay, that's nice. Will you give like get rid of like the skimpy skirt stuff and like give actual pants or
My
something?
quality checks on that are already done, so definitely take a look at that starter gear when you can.
Or at least an option.
続いてヒューランミッドランダー女性です。
Here is the Midlander female.
こちらがですね、現行の状態。
Here's the original.
そしてこちらがアップデート版となります。
And updated.
まあやっぱり髪の毛の質感、それからボリューム表現。
Yeah, like the face has more definition.
唇のね、艶表現なんかもう各種族パワーアップしてます。
And like the shading with the hair on the forehead and
the volume
the eye.
Are quite different. And also for each race, we
Yeah.
made some improvements to lip shine.
あとはですね、頬に落ちてる影をちょっと見ていただければいいんですが、かなり自然にセルフシャドウ滑らかに
I
落ち
said
るようにな
kage,
りま
not
した。
kaze.
And also, if you take a look at the shadows on her cheeks, you can see that they are much more
They
natural.
said
now.
wins on their face.
さあ続いて ハイランダー男性です。
Now we have a Highlander male
新しいバージョンがこちら。
with the new version.
Wait, look at the nose.
まあ、筋肉のね、凹凸、
Yeah, that nose looks much, and like the just around like the eyes, like just looks in the brows too.
I think the muscle definition, as well as the shadows that go along
Yeah.
with it, and the shine of the skin are very clear here.
Yeah.
今まではね、こうテクスチャーでなんとかなじませていたみたいな部分がより自然な形になったんじゃないかなと思います。
Yes, before we
Yeah.
sort of had a mishmash of textures looking there, but it's a lot smoother now.
さあでは続いてハイランダー女性見てみましょう。
And now for a Highlander female,
こちらが現行の状態。
original.
こちらがグラフィックサー
That is the most drastic so far.
まあ目鼻立ちっていうのがまあ非常に
To me.
鮮明になって、例えば髪の生え際なんか
The
も
last one and
かなり
this one are
自然に
way more
なったんじゃない
drastic
かなと
than
思いま
the
す。
As you can see, it's become a lot more natural,
The
especially
here.
around the hairline.
あとはこう目元の精悍さみたいなところよりはっきり
Yes, they are
したので
shankly.
やっぱり
Buckle
目
up.
元のキャラメイクっていうのは今回どの種族もかなり幅が広がったと思います。
And around the eyes are also the features are much better defined, so that will allow you to get a lot more specific in your character creation.
さあ続いてはエレゼン見ていきましょう。エレゼン男性です。
Take a look at the Elezen male
こちらがグラフィックスアップデート版。
and the updated version.
The hair.
まあやっぱり目を引くのはね、髪の毛の詳細、それから耳の表現の自然さなんかっていうところが結構こだわりポイントですね。
What I would notice most about this is obviously
the ear
details
textures,
of
too.
the hair, as well as the characteristic ears.
Yeah.
まああとこの頬骨のあたりの特徴というのも、まあ結構ちょっとポリゴンが露出したような状態だったのが9番なんですけど、今回骨格表現が非常に滑らかになったんじゃないかなと思います。
The cheekbones as well, we were having some polygon issues before, but they look much better defined.
まあちょっとね若返って見えるかもしれません。
He might look a bit younger and fresher than before.
続いてはエレゼン女性、こちらが現行となります。
Here's the original
And
for an Elezen
this one,
female.
that left one on the left looks a little
そ
bit
してアッ
more.
プデートされたエレゼン女性
Okay, that
の
looks
形。
The updated
much improved.
まあもう特にね、
The one on the left
全体的に
looks
やっぱり
like
ポリゴン
off.
の表示数というのが、増えたこと
Of
によって
any of the ones I've
滑らか
seen,
になって
this one on the left has
これ
looked the
まで以上に
worst.
ですね、イメージ
But the
を保
right
ちつつ
looks much better. Also, the
ポリゴンの
leather
リアルさみたいな
texture.
ところにちょっと近づけられたんじゃないかと思います。
So with the increased poly count, I think it's become a lot more natural, and it should be easier for you to get a sense of realism with your character, or perhaps realism in an FF14 sense.
あとは額のあたりのやっぱりこうセルフシャドウですね。自分の髪の毛が自分に落ちるこうセルフシャドウがちょっとねこう処理がしきれない状態でちょっと浮いて見えるんですけど、この影のセルフシャドウのあたりもかなり自然になったんじゃないかなと思います。
Previously, the shadow with the bangs was not very
Yeah.
natural, but now it is much improved.
あとはこれちょっと素材感の話が分かりやすいんですけど、種族装備のこの首元のレザーをちょっと見ていただくとめちゃめちゃそのグラフィックスアップデート版皮の模様が表面体表がちゃんと書き込まれているというか見えるかと思います。
You can also see, if you look at the collar of her gear, you can see the improvement to the material quality of the leather.
これはグラフィックスアップデートされている
Also, the metal
装備
on
に
the
は
like little
やっぱ
buckle
皮
strap
の
part.
皮の表現もこれ一つじゃないので同じ皮だとしてもいろんな皮の表現今回
Oh yeah, cane. Yeah, yeah,
皮や布その
yeah. Exactly. It actually looks like metal now.
With this update, it's not just like there's leather that has a singular texture. There are a lot of different qualities of leather that we were able to portray, and cloth as well. So definitely take a close look.
では続いて
All right, we're getting into the ones you most care about.
男性です。
So these are our classic pretty boys, the male Mikote.
もういいんじゃないかな彼は。
It's pretty good looking already.
こちらがアップデート版となります。
This is the updated version.
The crowd reaction.
こうまあやっぱ唇のツヤとかですね、髪の毛のこうふんわりした雰囲気、目元のこういうシャープさっていうところ
Not
が
enough sugoi.
こう皆さんね調整して 生きやすくなったんじゃないかなと思います。
But the lip shine, the hair and its sort of fluffy texture, and the sharpness around the eyes are all improved with this new version.
ラハがさらにイケメンになってしまうなこれ。
I think Graha's going to be even more of a hottie now.
さあではミコって女性見ていきましょ
And let's take a look at the Mikote female.
う。はい、こちらが現行版となります。
This is the original
そしてこちらがアップデート版です。
and the update.
この肌の褐色
Look at the
っていう
hair.
表現もですね、単なるこれまではちょっと色の調整みたいな形だったんですが、よりこうやってツヤが出せるようになって、環境光が暗いところだと本当に潰れてしまってたんですけど、暗いところでも、褐色の肌を使っている場合に色が潰れなくなって、しっかりこう肌の特徴っていうのが今回出せるようになりました。
Right, so with dark skin, previously we only had the ability to sort of change the color of your skin, but now we have this improved shine and depth, so that even if your character is in a dark environment, you will still be able to see the features of your skin.
特に面白いのが東京ドームのバックスクリーンの並んでる映像を見ると、同じライティング環境下なんですけど、もう全然やっぱり鮮明さが右と左で違うのがね、あそこ分かりやすいなと思います。
Yeah, if you look at the screen on the back here, we have, it's the same lighting really, but they look totally different.
さあ続いて、こちらルガディン男性です。
Continuing on to a Rugadin male.
そしてこちらがグラフィックスアップデート版。
This is the updated version.
もう純粋に全部パワーアップみたいな感じになってます。
I just feel like generally we have powered him up.
Powered him up.
この顔のね凹凸表現というのが、ルガに影響が大きい種族なんですが、それぞれがですね自然に馴染むようになったんではないかなと思います。
In general, all of the limitations we had before had a really significant effect on Rugadin faces in particular, but I think that the update has really improved them.
Rugadin.
僕のフレンドにもねやっぱルガディンすごいこだわって使ってる方いるんですけど、さらにねそのフレンドがどういったこう調整してくるのかちょっと個人的に楽しみだったりします。
I have a friend who is really obsessed with Rugadin, so I.
Do you say ruse and femru instead of femro and rose then?
はい、では続いてルガディン女性いきましょう。
Now let's take a look at a female Rugadin.
こちらが現状の状態です。
This is current.
そしてアップデートにより
And
こういった形となります。ありがとうございます。大きな拍手をいただいてます。ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much.
ルガディン女性やっぱりこう
The eye.
男性と同様にですね各パーツ制約の非常に多い状態でこれまでね、開発されていた状態でした。
So similar to the males, each part of the female face was really affected by the limitations we had.
ただやっぱりこうパーツそれぞれの精度が非常に今回高くなったことによって、
The face also seems like more
パーツ
rounded.
感オブジェクト感みたいなのが減ってしっかり顔全体馴染むようになったんじゃない
It
かな
has
と
like depth to it.
But because we've been able to improve each part, they now blend together better. It looks less like they're just sort of a bunch of objects and shapes assembled.
あとはこう肌の表現とかその頬にライトが当たった時のその肌の透明感みたいなところ、何の話してんだ俺、透明感とかそういったところにもご注目ください。
Also the skin, overall how it looks, sort of the clarity of the skin is also improved.
だんだん化粧品のアピールしてるような気分になってきたね。
I feel like a makeup commercial right now.
続いてララフェルです。
Ah, there we go.
Next,
Lala.
Lalafell male
You still have Lala, Aura, Vieira, and Hrothgar. Holy crap.
and updated.
もうね違いがわからないぐらい
I,
こだわってアップデートしました。
other than the texture work,
So we actually tried so hard to update this that we maybe can't tell the difference.
I was gonna say,
顔が
what?
ねわかりやすいアップデートなんですけど、
Like the scarf, I can tell, the cape scarf, whatever.
The hair is probably the easiest to tell the difference.
Yeah.
But the skin and eyes have also been improved as well.
とにかくララフェルの男性女性に関してはイメージを維持したまま 全く変わってないじゃん、でもよく見たらすげえみたいなところにめちゃくちゃこだわりましたんで。
We tried really hard to maintain the image we had of Lalafels while still making the individual improvements.
可愛らしい、お人形のようなね雰囲気っていうのは維持しつつですね、まぶたのポリゴン、このまぶたの上にある丸みとかですね、より自然にしてですね、頬のラインはよりちょっと丸くね綺麗に出るようにかなり細かく調整してます。3回ぐらいリテイクしたはずなので。
So while maintaining this sort of cute and doll-like appearance of the Lalafels, we did make adjustments to the eyelids to make them look more natural. We rounded out the face a bit better. Honestly, it took 3 separate tries to go over and over this until we got it right.
あとですね、初期装備のちょっと襟元見てください。これまでのこちらもね素材に比べて素材の質感までこう表現されてる。さっきはね革でしたけど、こちら布で確認できるかと思います。
If you take a look at the gear here, you can see that the cloth.
Yeah, like the leather and the cloth look
earlier,
and
is
the
much improved.
yeah, it does. I'll
は
say
い、では
that.
続いて、ララフェル女性いきましょ
Now we'll take a look at a Lalafell female.
う。このように
Female
なってます
Lalafell, right?
Was been updated like this.
ララフェル
I can
女性
see
も
the
ですね、やっぱり先ほど
the
お伝えした
face
通り、
lighting
男性と同じようにとにかく
shine
自然さを徹底して愛くるしさを残したまま、さらに細かくキャラメイク調整できるように、不審してます。
Yeah.
As with the Lalafell males, we wanted to prioritize making them look more natural while still keeping them very cute and lovable. And we think we've
That came
opened
out of
up a
nowhere.
lot more possibilities for more delicate character creation now.
特に今回ねサンプルとして褐色の肌にしてきましたけど、よりこう顔の滑らかさが分かりやすいはずなので、もう比べたら一目瞭然、どれだけやっぱり動かした時に自然に見えるかっていうところをこだわっていますので、ララフェル使ってる人多分いっぱいいますよね。
So with the dark
Still
skin,
got
I think
three
it's
more.
pretty obvious the quality of
Well,
the
6,
skin on
but
the
3
face
more
and the
races.
depth of the
6 more
structure there.
comparisons.
Do we have a lot of Lalafells here?
Oh,
いますよね。いっぱいい
I
ま
was
す。
hoping no one
Some-
raised their
oh,
hand. That'd be
上の方にもたくさんいますよね。あ、すごい言
I see
ってる
what
言
top-
ってる。もうそうなんです。ララフェルはもうとにかくもう配信でもいっぱいいらっしゃいますね。
And a lot on the stream as well.
はい、では続いてアウラ男性です。
Next, an aura male.
こちら、アップデート版となってます。
And here's the updated version.
やはりこう暗い、肌にした時の、肌の質感
Like the
表現
horn
めちゃ
texture?
くちゃ分かりやすいですし、それから角とか鱗っていうものに関しては皆さんの、
yeah.
これまで
I think
公開してき
people
た
are
も
gonna
のの
most notice
フィ
like
ード
the
バッ
horn
クを受けてかなりギリ
texture.
ギリまでこだわって調整を続けております。
So as you can see, the texture of the dark skin. is
Shankly, it will
improved,
be
and also
eventually
we've been taking on
applied
board
to
your
all
feedback, from what we showed
NPCs
previously.
and characters.
And we are
But
continuing to
they
improve
said
the
certain
horn
parts
and
of the game
scales.
might get the adjustments first.
より精悍さが
Others
増して
later.
ですね、角とか鱗部分は本当にねテクスチャー解像度がアップしたものがねかなり効果的に効いてるんじゃないかなと思います。
My guess is that
I think
the current
texture,
expansion,
the improved textures,
Dawntrail,
really
and
help out with the
ARR will
horns
be
and scales.
first. And then they'll start
これで
working towards the
ヨハイさんの
middle,
ナーバが見つかると
towards
いい
like
ね。
Stormblood.
I hope a certain man can find his Nama now that he's graphically improved.
続いてアウラ女性いきます。
I guess Endwalker's gonna be in the middle too
And
now.
our female now.
こちらが現行版です。
It's the original
こちらがアップデート版とな
and
っ
the
てま
updated.
す。
Yeah,
もとも
the
と
face.
アウラ滑らかなね肌の雰囲気持ってたんですが、それをより滑らかに表現して鮮明で美しくっていうところがポイントです。
So these aura females already had quite a smooth and delicate appearance, but we think we've been able to improve that even still.
特にアウラはですね目元、専用のシェーダーと呼ばれている専用の描画をここ目の交際だけに取り入れてますので、これまでのような雰囲気を再現することもできますし、今回のようにね瞳をより明確に際立たせるっていうことも可能になってます。
We've used some special shaders for the eyes, so while you can still get that look that you're used to, you can also get something slightly more defined in the eyes, like on the updated version example. Here.
Oh.
もちろんですね、 アウラを使ってらっしゃる方でですね、いやいや正気のないこう瞳というかね、あれが好きなんだよっていう方いらっしゃるの分かってます。
Because we are aware that among the Aura players, some of you really like that currently dead and soulless eye look that they have.
ちゃんと、パラメータいじれば再現可能になっていますので、チャレンジしてみてください。
If you adjust your parameters correctly, you can still get that, so just give it a go.
ぜひですね、各種族こだわりのキャラメイクというのをお楽しみください。
And in general, with all of the races, please look forward to adjusting your character to your preference.
でそこでキャラメイクなんですけど、いじりたいですよね、皆さんね、キャラクターね。
You want to get into character creation, don't you now?
ちょっと今条件はまだ精査中ですが、プレイ
Darren
ヤーの皆さんにですね、
finished this.
幻想薬一つプレゼントさせていただこうと思ってます。
We're still working out the details, but I do want to get every one of you a free Fantasia along with this.
やっぱりね、グラフィックサポート
Must be nice.
でクオリティ高くなるよとは言っても、やっぱり皆さんのキャラメイクそれぞれのその数値が今のアップデートされたバージョンと噛み合うとは限らないので、よりですね、皆さんのキャラクターグレードアップさせていただくためにも幻想薬お配りしようかなと思いますので、ぜひですね、それを使ってこだわりのね、さらに高品質な、皆さんのキャラクター作ってみてください。
Obviously, even though the update will overall raise the quality, there's still the possibility that it won't give you exactly the look that you want right away. So we do want to give you that Fantasia so that you can go into character creation and adjust your character to suit
Yeah, it's all
exactly what you
players.
imagine.
Yeah.
では続いてロスガルになります。
Next, we have a Rothgar
こちらがアッ
Rothgar
プデートバージョンです。
and the update.
やっぱり最も大きな恩恵はファーシェーダーと呼ばれるもう毛並み専用の、さっきアウラはね目でしたけど、今回ファーシェーダーと呼ばれる毛を特別に描画するっていうのが14についに実装されましたので、これが一番大きいです。
Similar to how we had these distinctive eye shaders on the Aura, for the Hrothgar we have distinctive fur shaders that will make their fur more realistic.
これはね、もうすいません、もう触ってもらって動かしてもらうのが一番なんで。
It's better if you can
Thanks,
sort of see
Pixelated,
it
for that
for
resub.
yourself.
はい、続いてビエラ男性です。
And now Viera male.
もともとね、完成度高いんですよね、やっぱり。
I mean, already he looks pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's no comparison for female Hrothgar because there was no old female Hrothgar.
もともと完成
Forgot
度は
about
高いん
that.
ですけど、今回ね、我々がイメージしていた、理想形により近づけられたんじゃないかなと思ってます。
He already looked good, but we think we've brought him closer to our original vision for what the Viera should look like.
やっぱりこうセルフシャドウ、影の入り方全然違うのが多分分かっていただけると思うの
Look
で、
at the nose.
特徴をですねより強く表現しやすくなってキャラメイクの幅広がってますので、ぜひ理想のビエラ男性追求してみてください。
So the shadows, of course, are much more natural, and also the distinctive features of the Viera are much easier to draw out now. So please do go in and make the Viera of your dreams.
では続いてビエラ女性です。
And now we have a Viera female as well.
こちら現行の状態。
That's the original
こちらがアップデートバージョンです。
and the updated.
これだけ、黒いね、かなり濃い色、よりダーク寄りのカラーを使っても今回のね全体的なシェーダー耐えられるようになってます。
So as you can see, she's quite dark-skinned, and our new shaders can handle that level of dark skin.
正直14このぐらいの暗さの肌とかテクスチャーが一番実は苦手で、影に入ると
Are people not happy about the noses?
凹凸も分からなくなるっていうのが、非常にねやっぱ開発しづらかったんですけど、今回ここまで表現できるようになってます。
Honestly, historically, 14 has been pretty bad in terms of displaying this type of dark skin. You enter a shadowy area and it all looks bad and falls apart. But with our new shaders, that will not be an issue.
この状態でも影による陰影、それから綺麗にね感じられるようになってますし、唇のね艶なんかもしっかり出てるかと思います。
And even with the already dark skin, you can see the effects of lighting and shadow are very natural and look good.
Wait, what?
続いてなんですが、
Oh.
グラフィックスアップデートのさらに続き、染色箇所が
I felt like there was a
鈍いになる
cut
というお話です。
in a live
And now
video.
also
That
with
was
the graphics
weird.
update, we will talk a little bit about our 2 die channels.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Everyone
I've got
woke
some
up.
sample images, so let's take a look.
これがですね、現状の状態。次が、まあ、今まで
Okay,
染色
one die.
ナイトの専用装備だと、布の部分、マントとね、布の部分が染色可能でした。
So on the left we have the original, and then
Wait.
In the middle we have the 1 die channel die affecting the cape.
で、これがですね、今回
Oh,
鈍い
because you'll have to
染色
die
が可能に
both
な
to
る
get
ので
what was the original on the
こういったこ
left.
とが
I
可能
see.
になります。
But now you will have 2 die
That's
channels to
cool.
be able to create something like this.
That's kind of cool.
まあ、鎧本体の
Thank you for this, because there's so many things where you can't dye
Which
part of the
allows you to color
thing,
the armor
and
as
it's
well.
annoying as hell. So this is gonna be good.
続いて、こちらも見てみましょう。まあ、こちらがですね、今オリジナルの状態。
So this is the original status of this gear.
今までの染色ですね、皮の部分黒にできてた。
Yeah, so this is how it used to look.
And with our current dye capabilities, you can change just the leather color.
Yeah.
布部分っていうの
Oh
は
man,
染
there's
色
so
で
many
きなく
things
て
I
白
want
に
to
固
see
定され
now.
てました。
However, the clothing itself would always remain white.
それが今回2箇所染色できるようになるので、まあこういった
Yes.
色の違い出せる。
This is what I'm. Okay.
But now you can
Yes.
dye both.
Just make sure everything can do this,
革
though.
のなんだろう、こう
Like the PvP gear set rewards is so annoying that you can only like how they die right now.
So yes, I think you can see the contrast now, and you might be able to judge me for my color choices.
さあ続いても、こちらがオリジナル装備。
Here's the original for a different piece of gear.
続いてこちらがね今まで通り、服の部分ですね、布の部分染色できてました。
And how it looks to dye it right now, just dyeing the cloth bit.
そして
The
今回
jeans are also dyed.
染色
Ah,
で
look at that,
こういっ
yeah.
たカラーの変更が可能です。
But in the future, this is what it will look like with 2 dye channels.
ただやっぱり皮全体皮の部分はですねやっぱりこう
This is going to help people look more unique, which is good.
同じ皮に見えるんですけどこの中央の胸の部分っていうのは全く素材の違うパーツで作られているのでやっぱ鈍い染色じゃあそこまで巻き込んでできる
Oh man, you better stock up on dyes now, by the way. You have like 6+ months probably to start stocking up on dyes. Do it now before it gets out of hand.
So the
Like,
reason
buy
the
them
entire
now.
leather
Buy,
is not
like,
dyed is
hundreds of
actually
them
because
now.
The middle piece is a different material.
In fact, I'm gonna go do that.
System-wise than the rest of it, and this is a limitation that we will still have when creating these new gears with the 2 dye channels. So you'll just have to sort of trust in the aesthetic sense of our design team to make sure that the right parts are being dyed.
まあ全てのね細かい部位にやっぱり対応できているわけではないので
It's like the
まあ
brown
できる限り
mid
ですね
part. You can't change
皆さん
that
が
color.
お
They're
しゃれしや
basically
す
saying.
く同一素材の面積が多いところをとにかくちゃんと染色できるように
Well, aren't some of the rare dyes you can only get them from your retainer or buying them, right? You can't craft them. Like the green dye, like
But even though we can't promise that you will be able to dye every single bit, we are doing our best to make sure
there are
that
gonna be
we are
some you
giving
can't.
the best options possible to customize your gear as much as possible, and with the greatest amount of surface area being dyed. So we are working hard
Well-
on it, and we thank you for your patience.
can they with Pictomancer? Can we get, yeah, can we get a dye collection thing?
ファンフェスではねここまでなんですが今後これらの要素はですね黄金のレガシー発売までの間に、プロデュースされたライブなどをやって実際実機でねこう光を当てて動かしたりしながらまたお伝えしていこうと思いますのでぜひ楽しみにお待ちください。
That is all we have to share about the graphics updates for today,
Oh,
but I
okay.
will be giving ongoing updates up to the release of Dawntrail in PLLs and such, so please keep an eye out for that.
Needs water.
すいませんちょっと水もらえないですか
Can I get some water, please?
今気づいた用意されてないあ来たありがとうございますありがとうございます さすがに口カラッカラだった。ちょっとすいませんすいません。
Unfortunately, if you stand up here for this long, your throat will get dry.
うまい。うまい。
Amazing.
よいしょ。さあ、では続いて、各種お知らせに入っていこうかと思います。
All right, so let's move on to some more additional updates.
で、ここからはですね、この 7.0 黄金のレガシー発売までの間に、行われることをちょっとご紹介していきます。
These updates will pertain to the time period before Dawntrail's release.
さあ、まず動作環境の変更がグラフィックスアップデートによって行われます。
RTX.
So we'll be, having our updated system requirements.
RTX.
すでにねお知らせさせていただいてますが、ぜひご確認の上ですね、準備の方よろしくお願いします。
Recommended
We haven't announced these
RTX.
previously, but if you have not yet taken a look at them, please do and make sure that your system is up to spec.
PC 環境でプレイされている方で、やべえまだ準備できてないっていう方。
Anyone playing on PC who just realized that they had not yet updated how they needed to?
あら結構
Are you about to talk about that new 14 PC that went on sale?
向こうもだ。なるほど。
That $4,000 14 PC they're selling in Japan.
この日本のファンフェスティバルではですね、各種、PC メーカー、それからデバイスメーカーの皆さんが協賛してくださっており、協賛ブース展開もございます。まだですね、グラフィックスアップデートに備えていらっしゃらない方はですね、ぜひ協賛ブースの方にお立ち寄りいただいてですね、PC の買い替えなどデバイスの買い替えなどご検討いただけると大変嬉しく思います。
Fortunately, we've partnered with several PC and device makers today, and they have a special booth set up so you can look at the equipment. So if you're not yet updated, maybe take a look over there and consider.
It's already all
what
sold
upgrades
out.
you need.
All sold out.
はい、では続いて、すでに、お知らせ何度もしていますが、フリートライアル拡大しておりま
Yeah,
す。
this already happened.
As we mentioned previously, we have also expanded the free trial.
すでにね、パッチ 6.5 から実施されてますが、フリートライアル
Can't do ultimates though.
4.0、4.x シリーズへと拡大しています。
We have expanded the free trial through 4.x.
まだですね、14の世界に飛び込んでいらっしゃらないお友達とかね、ご家族とか、興味持ってるよみたいな方を、見つけた時にはですね、ぜひフリートライアルから若葉をこうバッて植え付けて、参加させていただけると嬉しいです。
So if you have any
I
friends
believe
or
so, as
family
long as you
who's
haven't
running
paid.
someone
Oh,
who's
it
like, I was
doesn't?
considering playing, please foist this upon them as much as you can.
続いて Xbox、いよいよ Xbox One リリース2月に OBT を開始いたします。
February.
As far as Xbox
Right
goes,
around
we
rebirth
began the
time.
beta test in February.
Rebirth.
こちらはですね、2月21日
I thought once you paid, you can't do free trial anymore.
可能性があるんですけど、2月21日頃、オープンベータを開始させて
Paid
いただ
account
こうと
at any
思って
point,
い
you
ま
have
す
to wait for like
Our
the
current plan
free
is to
weekends.
begin the open beta around
I
the
don't know.
21st. Plans could still change a few days in either direction, but that's what we're aiming for.
ぜひですね、Xbox ユーザーの皆さん、プレイの上でですね、この OBT から新たな冒険 7.0 備えるためにもね、冒険スタートしていただけると嬉しいです。
I really hope that a lot of Xbox players will get started right from beta and join us in 14.
Xbox ゲーマーの皆さんとですね、光の戦士として、オールゼアでお会いできるの。
Well, they already said which consoles. It's only Series
And I look
XS.
forward to meeting a lot of Xbox players as Warriors of Light in game.
I'm very curious how big of an impact. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where is it? Where is it? I want it. Where is it?
And we are continuing our development of this new crossover with FF16.
こちらリリース4月上旬
Yeah.
させていただきま
Not
す。
near anything big.
So
Thank
this will
God.
be released in early April.
Yeah.
7.0 への期待感がガーッと上がっていくそのちょっと前ぐらいに
Good news.
出していこうかなと思いますので、欧州ファンフェスティバルでねお伝えした通り多数の報酬ご用意しております。
So we are planning to release this just before the hype peaks for Dawntrail, and as we've mentioned previously, we do have
The hype
quite a nice
peaks?
variety of rewards for those who complete
Hype
it.
peaks? Oh, really?
また、ファイナルファンタジー
Why
16はです
April?
ね、先日 DLC 第1弾も、リリースしてですね、
Oh, yeah, talk about that
その世界さらに
Omega
拡大中です。
16.
So, and also we have released our first DLC for 16, you might be aware.
Yeah,
ファイナルファ
Omega.
ンタジー14 7.0 を待つ間にファイナルファンタジー16のプレイもぜひよろしくお願いしますと、ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田さんから、伝言を
Oh,
預
yeah.
かってお
We're
ります。
keeping the joke going.
And I happen to have a message from the producer of FF16, someone named Mr. Yoshida, who says that while you're waiting for Dawntrail, you should give 16 a try.
すでにプレイしてくださった皆さんも DLC 含めよろしくお願いしますとくれぐれも伝えてくれと申し使っております。はい。
And also to those of you who are already playing 16, please check out the DLC, and thank you very much.
はい。さあ、なんとかぴったり予定通りに基調講演終われた気がするので、さあファンフェス始めましょうか。
We're ending right on time. おい、待て待て、吉田さん。何か忘れてませんか？
忘れてる？何か？
Am I forgetting something?
ロス？ロス？え？
Something?
ロスがある？あ、
Frothgar?
ウクラマトの？
Ukramato, yes.
ああ、
Yes.
そうだった。そう、ミコッテだと思ってたんですよ。
I totally thought Wukumat was the Mikote.
ご覧いただきましょう。どうぞ。
Let's look.
Hey, stop. There you
大
go.
変お待たせいたしました。黄金のレガシーでは残る最後の種族であるロスガルの女性をプレイヤーキャラクターとして実装させていただきます。
Thank you. After a long wait, we will finally be implementing the last race, female Hrothgar.
さまざまな、ね、デザイン候補の中からできる限り、ストレートな解釈というのを心がけて強くてしなやかな体育を持つ種族として、今回デザインしてきました。
We did our best to straightforwardly make these as sleek and strong looking as possible.
こちら設定ですが、イルサバードに由来する種族となっており、ロスガルね、もともとイルサバード大陸に出自を持ってい
Oh,
ます。
you got the RP reason here.
As you know, what we have for the
Need some
Hrothgar
RP
currently is that they
backstory.
hail from Ilsabard.
比較的ね出生率が、設定もう出ているのでこれまでもお伝えしてきたんですが、女性の出生比率が少ない種族ですが、優れた指導者とか傑物をね輩出しています。
So you will be aware of this from the setting we have in game already, but female Hrothgar are typically rare, but they do have surpassing leadership qualities.
今回の物語に登場するトラル大陸ではですね、ヤクテル樹海が今回本拠地のような形で登場してきます。
As far as Toral goes, they have a home in Yaktel.
彼女らとの出会いというのにもぜひご期待ください。
So please look forward to meeting them.
もちろんね、プレイヤーの皆さんがキャラクターとしてご自身のね、キャラクターとして選択可能になります。
And of course, you will be able to play as them as well.
種族の追加は大変なので、最後にしたいと私常々この10年言ってまいりました。
Making a new race is really hard, and I have continually said throughout these 10 years that this will be the last one.
これでプレイヤー種族の追加を最後にしたいと考えておりますが、どうなるかは分かりません。皆さん次第です。
And I'd like to say this will be the last one, but perhaps I can't.
Oh!
先ほどご紹介した新キャラクターウクラマともロスがある女性です。ぜひですね、ウクラマと非常に魅力的なキャラクターになっていますのでご注目ください。
Of course, our Wuklamat that we introduced earlier is also a female Hrothgar, and she is really a lovely character. So look forward to meeting her.
さあ、これでようやく、忘れ物も皆さんにお伝えしましたので、基調講演も終わりにしていこうと思います。
Okay, and now with that, we are finally done with the keynote.
では最後こちらを紹介して締めにしたいと思います。
But at the very end, I would like to show you one more quick thing.
Whoa. The key art. It's the key art.
はい、こちら吉田
Please look forward to it.
アートとともに基調講演締めたいと思います。
So with this art from Yoshida Akiko, we will end the keynote. Thank you.
というわけで黄金のレガシーちゃんと出します。2024年に出します。発売となります。
We will, I assure you, release Dawntrail in 2024.
発売日コレクターズエディション予約特典
Not summer, but 2024. I'm kidding.
きちんとまとめて次の機会に大きくまた皆さんにアナウンスさせていただきます。もう少しだけお待ちください。
And we will get the information on when the pre-order date is, as well as all of the collectors' information and special bonuses as soon as we can.
こちらのアートね、見たことない。
They'll probably do it in a live letter, I guess, then.
するんですが、ぜひそのあたりはね、ちょっとご想像してワクワクしていただけると嬉しいです。
There are several characters you won't have met before in this art, so maybe think about what kind of people they will turn out to be and get hype.
Get
それ
hype.
ではケイツさん、通訳ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Thank you, Kate. ではこのままファンフェスティバル
Alright.
オープニングに移ってまいりたいと思います。
Was-
まずはこの方々お呼びしたいと思います。株式会社スクエアエニックス代表取締役社長桐生隆、そしてファイナルファンタジーシリーズブランドマネージャーの北瀬義則です。どうぞ。
Getting my Raising Cane's order ready to go. Sorry. We got CEO
あり
here.
がとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Wait, and Kitase?
では
Wait, Kitase's
日
here?
本ファンフェス
Wait, what?
東京ドームの中央から皆さんにぜひご挨拶
Sorry, I didn't look closely.
はい
Kitase's here.
改めまして東京ドームに本日足を
No,
運
I
んでくださ
know,
った
but
皆さん
him.
そして配信をご
Wow.
覧の皆さん、ファイナルファンタジー14ファンフェスティバルにお越しいただき本当にありがとうございます。
Where's my gift
すい
card?
ません、いろいろ今日もですね話を考えてきたんですけれども、ピクトマンサーのですね発表を聞いてしまってですね、頭の中が今ちょっと真っ白になってまして、ちょっと皆さんに助けていただければと思うんですけれども、
Okay, I'll have to add the
私
gift
も
card
皆
here
さんご
in
存
a
知の
sec.
通り、 黒魔同士で普段やってるんですけれども、ピクトマンサーですね、私やってみようと思うんですけれども、さっきピクトマンサー手を挙げられた方でですね、私と一緒に立ち回り助けてくださる方はぜひ拍手をお願
Yeah,
いします。
2024 is the year of AI for Square Enix. I saw someone suggest
あ
that
りがとうございます。
they should use AI to
バイ
do
トの
full
方で
VO
一緒
for
に
the
戦っている
MSQ.
時
I'm
に
like,
ですね、私が演奏している間助けてくださる方、拍手をお願いします。そしてですね、全部のジョブをやってらっしゃる方で、私が床ペロしている時にですね、助けてください。拍手お願いします。
助けられてばっかりやん。
すいません、こんな感じでですね、普段ここにいる北瀬さん、吉田さんにもですね、助けていただきながら、本当に私も一人の光の選手として日々楽しませてもらっています。で、そうしたですね、この皆さんとのつながり、絆
all right,
とい
well,
うところでですね、
that was it. That was the
本当にこれから先も
keynote.
皆さんと一緒に元気な思いを届けていきたいというふうに思いますので、これから先もどうぞよろしくお願いします。
Kind of hungry, so.
ありがとうございます。では北津さんからもファンの皆さん
And
によろしくお
they're
願いします。
the only the keynotes being translated, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, but pretty surprising stuff in the very, like, at least the beginning. I know they're very proud of that graphics update, but oh, I really wish they would just like cut that. I even if this was shorter, I would take that. But I feel like whew, we spent a lot of time on the showing that graphics update, even though they spent a lot of time on it. I get it, but it does feel like you really pump the brakes on that, and then you don't like really hit it. Like you don't like have any like good thing to follow it up. So I don't know. It's more like the pacing is my issue. Yeah. Beastmaster is the limited role job. We got Pictomancer for the new job. We saw some futuristic shit, like cyberpunk looking shit, Night City looking shit, zone wise in a dungeon. It's like, okay. The raid's also like futuristic themed. We saw the Island Sanctuary community content is going to be cosmic exploration, going to different planets. All right. The ultimate is actually going to be Eden themed. With Gaia and Reen, it's going to be the futures rewritten ultimate. That's what it's called, right? So they're skipping. They skipped over MSQ in Stormblood, and they skipped over. No, they just skipped over MSQ for Stormblood. So I guess they didn't want to do it. So, or they're trying to subvert expectations. That was pretty cool. We saw female Hrothgar finally. Yeah. We got to see the concept art of Shadow Lord in Final Fantasy XI, Echoes of Anodil, but we still haven't like seen anything more substantial from that yet. Probably won't till like the 7.1 live letter, unfortunately. Good music. We saw the Pictomancer in action. It was pretty good music there. Anything else I'm forgetting that was like pretty big? Yeah. Yeah. They talked about the field operations, but that while they acknowledge, like they said, they want to, like they're working on it and they're more like it sounded more committed. I'm still a little worried that it's like gonna not happen till a bit further in the expansion, and I don't know if that's what it fully addresses the issue that we need something like that sooner, or maybe a workout, but we'll have to see. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to go eat some food and I am done for the day. I think we will be back for a group stream on Tuesday, unless there's some other random streams that'll be happening between now and then. Something is going on that big screen over there. Wait, how many stations are there? Wait a second. Are those all the stations for them to play the game? Did you see that? What? How come we don't get that many in NA and EU? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. I see. I see. They have way more space here. They have like a gigaton more space here than they had, I believe, at either other venue. So that's the difference. It's like a giant ass place. That's cool. It's very good to see them having like being able to accommodate more people. So that's good. Good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the resubs. Thanks for everyone who watched the talk show earlier today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Yeah, I'm heading out. I'm gonna go pick up my canes, eat, and enjoy the rest of my night. So thanks everyone, and yeah, get excited for Dawntrail, and hopefully maybe I'll see you at some point in 14 or in Dawntrail. So take it easy, everyone. I'm gonna mute myself and say bye bye now. Bye.